let's get into this. So, somebody left a comment in my video and they said, Papa Gut, take a look. Hasan and JiDion have like a feud going on. I was like, what? I was confused. So I pulled up a JiDion video, and it's an hour and 24 minutes. So he watches Hasan's content. So I'm probably not going to react to this, but I watched the first couple, like maybe like a minute of it. And JiDion felt that it was like very, I think he said the word condescending. Let me see. Let's see.
How do you say his name again? How do you say his name? Hasan. Okay.
Oh, patronizing. Yeah, because the title is JiDion reacts to Hasan patronizing him on racism. Okay, so we're gonna watch the Hasan take because I don't want to watch the. I don't want to watch a black guy. I'm just kidding. But we're gonna watch the Hasan take, and we're gonna get ourselves in there fresh, and see what Hasan has to say. I think Hasan. So we're just gonna be doing like a mega reaction at this point. Because so I'm pretty sure, yeah. So JiDion made a video the other day. Somebody sent it to me. I never watched it. I was going to watch it, but of course we get to watch it through Hasan now. How fantastic! It's called "I Went to the Most Racist Town in America." So JiDion made that video. Probably a silly, goofy, funny banger. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick.
Several years ago, Harrison, Arkansas received the moniker of the most racist town in America.
Home of the KKK.
Hey, where is that again?
Several years ago, Harrison, Arkansas receed the moniker.
All right. Well, guys, I've been thinking of moving. I hear here Arkansas is very cheap.
Moniker of the most racist town in America.
We're already at 2 racist jokes. I think I have to stop.
Home of the KKK compound and Tom Robb.
That hatred is here, and we still don't tolerate it.
I think if they want to start trouble, they should do it in their own town. We didn't ask for them.
So I was scrolling through YouTube the other night.
Very racist.
And I saw a video that caught my attention. It was called "Holding a Black Lives Matter Sign in America's Most Racist Town."
What is this editing? Who edited this? They like cut it up in the weirdest way possible. Whatever.
This right here is the biggest hoax there ever was.
It's just the next thing to ask.
It is.
Right? It is. No, it's actually ISIS. Is not it is, but good job. Whoa!
Inside this 2-minute video was a sneak peek of how the residents of Harrison, Arkansas behave, and they were shown cussing at and berating a white
I actually watched that video. It was pretty crazy.
man for doing nothing more than holding a Black Lives Matter sign.
Fuck Black Lives, I have black friends. How do those two statements go with each other? Like, they just don't make any sense. Fuck Black Lives. I have black friends. Do you? Okay.
Are you a Marxist?
Yes. And a communist.
Domestic terrorist.
Explain to me why I couldn't stop that.
Damn, bro. They're just throwing out these casual racists. That's Jesus. Come on, man. This is horrible. Oh my God.
So I thought to myself, not only as a content creator, but also as a black man, I had to go to this town.
Sorry.
And find out firsthand the truth about the most racist town in America. All right, so
Please tell me he's not going to whitewash this shit, right? Please.
What is that? What does that mean? That's the first thing you say is please hope that he doesn't whitewash it? What does that mean?
Not that bad so far. Like, literally, everybody I've talked to, they've been really nice.
You have an irresponsible amount of ass.
Bro, chill. Girls literally DM me talking about, can you please
I know. I think I've seen this guy before. I think I've watched one of his videos once. I don't remember his name, though.
give me some of it? Like, you don't need it.
You're like a freight train of urban excellence.
Oh.
Exploding into the Arkansas community.
Not yet.
No. How is he watching that sound? Isn't this song bad?
Oh, shot, dude. No way.
Hello, everybody. As you guys can honestly tell, we're not from here. I'm from Atlanta, you know. I'm one of the best rappers coming out of there and everything like that. We've heard rumors that this is the most racist town in America, but so far, I'm not gonna lie, it's been like one of the nicest places.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Actually,
you know, it's possible that like people hate the BLM. Maybe in this town. I don't know it specifically. I mean, maybe it depends on he went to the specific town, right? Maybe people just hate BLM, which is still stupid. But like, I don't know. I guess that would be a form of racist, but
let's go with boot. My booty's kind of hurting, so I need more cushioning.
Yeah, cushion. That's all right.
But I'm not gonna lie, they're not really like fitting our narrative.
You're like, man, it's the coolest town in America.
Hey, can I ask you a question? How long have you lived here?
16 years.
16 years. Wow. Like, how do you like it?
I like it.
They said that this place was like the most racist
I mean, maybe they're also just acting because there's a camera in their face, but I don't know.
town in America. But like what have you seen here that you would like deem maybe racist?
Out in Zeke, which is probably like a 20-minute drive, the leader of the Ku Klux Klan or whatever lives out there.
So this isn't the racist town, Zinc.
We have people, of course, but you're gonna find that everywhere.
So the thing is, like, this is gonna make him all so hard. I was hoping you would react to it. So one thing that we need to always establish is that, like, just because a fucking town is racist, one doesn't mean that they're going to be like literally fucking running around and doing hate crimes to every black person they see.
Okay.
I don't know why Americans have such a twisted and broken fucking understanding of what racism is, which is weird. I mean, I know JiDion doesn't give a shit.
What is this America thing? Why is this like an America thing? I'm so confused.
Because he's like, you know, he's a content creator first. Like, that's what he's always worried about is, you know, making fucking clickbait stuff and
Wait, what's happening right now? Okay, so Hasan feels the need to like make sure that we understand that just because JiDion isn't receiving isn't directly receiving racism, that racism can exist, which is true, of course. It may not be like express racism. Maybe it's in a particular area. Maybe it has more to do with like when black people advocate for themselves. There's a lot of reasons. But this whole we're right here. We're just like Hasan's just setting the narrative that JiDion's grifting for views. That JiDion's trying to make the most whitewashed video, the most white positive video for white attention and white validation. It's like, dude, the guy went to a racist town and like this was just his experience. Like, why does that? Why? Like, this is so bizarre. This is so bizarre. It's like you're using nuance of like, hey, not all racism is outward. Sometimes it can be like a more like either subconscious or like I guess implicit or whatever you want to call it. You know, intelligent racism in the sense where like they hide it well. But he's using that as a way to say that JiDion is just basically he's kind of making JiDion seem like he's just kind of like he's a black guy dancing for white people. That's literally it, because like this part of America doesn't fit the label of racism that Hasan wants it to be.
And doing comedy or whatever, it doesn't really matter what the like message is overall. But
what do you mean? He's not going there to like make a message. He's just going there to experience the town and make a video about it. Like I don't understand what's happening.
That's not how this works. Like, you know, racism isn't just done.
Have you ever been anywhere outside of like New Jersey and like California though? Like, have you? I haven't. Well, I went to Florida. Bit of racism. I mean, I don't know if I've seen a lot of racism there. I'm not looking for it though. Actually, I think that a black person was racist to me. They didn't like me. I think it's because I'm white, but it was funny. There was a bunch of black people when I went to Florida, so there's only like one experience. It was funny. I was in my hotel, and we had to go up. And we go to the elevator, and there's just 4 people in there. They're black, whatever. And like it was kind of crowded, so I was like, "Oh, we'll get the next one." And they're like, and the elevator closes, and she goes, "Hell yeah, elevator etiquette!" And I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" She like screamed it at me, like laughing at me. I'm like, "Why? What are you doing?" It felt like a hate crime because I hated it. Elevator etiquette. I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Why did you feel the need to do that? It made me feel so uncomfortable. You know, do what everyone else does and be racist quietly to yourselves. I don't know, dude, but yeah, that's it.
By acts of hate criming black people or saying things that are saying positive things about hate criming black people. That's not what racism is, right?
It can be, but I know what you're saying.
More importantly than that, though.
Well, why don't you explain to us what you mean? Because like what you're trying to say is like a race. Like I said before, people are more intelligent about their racism. They hide it. It's like, oh, let me deny an opportunity here, and let me make a snide comment there, and let me make you feel uncomfortable, like with the way I posture because I feel uncomfortable by you. And then there's the subconscious aspect of it where it's like, I see a black person, I don't know him, I feel a little uncomfortable, and it goes both ways as well. Like people in their own in groups and the most basic and shallow in group is like skin color tend to be more comfortable around people. Like there was a study done where like if you're unfamiliar with somebody, there's a higher chance that you'll feel less comfortable if they're a different skin color than you. Once you get comfortable with them, it goes away. But yeah, for sure. But like why is that here? This is just supposed to be a fun video.
But what people also don't understand is like these sorts of towns are gonna have normal people. You know what I mean? They're always going to have like fucking, they're always going to have normal, regular ass, working class folks who are just trying to survive, who are not racist themselves. What do we always say? What do we always talk about when talking about like red states and whatnot? Like liberals have created this fucking weird attitude, especially in like liberal media, where oh, if you live in a fucking red state, like you're asking for it, you deserve to be punished. All my enemies live in fucking red states, and it's really really frustrating because a lot of these people, one, you know, they're suffering way harder than you are because they're living in a fucking red state already. Okay. And two, I mean,
is that true? I don't know. A lot of people are moving to red states from blue states. I know that what are they called? I think there's 10 donor states, and those are states that pay more to the federal government than they get back in taxes. And I think like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, maybe California might have fallen off that list. Mostly blue states, so they're giving more money to red states. You know what I mean? Like they're giving more money to the federal government, and then that gets distributed to like the red states. So I don't know if it's that bad. How bad do you think it is living in a red state? I don't know. 10 boner states, nice.
And this person is a great example of this, 100%. Like, and two, cool. Like there are plenty of people who could be convinced or have their minds changed, and more importantly than that, even the reason why we advocate for universal programs is specifically because like it doesn't matter. Even if someone is racist, they still get healthcare. Okay, I know
what the fuck's happening right now. What is happening?
That's a controversial take for some liberals in this community, and certainly liberals outside of this community. But like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't think that's not a controversial take for anybody. I don't know what you're talking about. And like, yeah, if you help people even when they're racist, they tend to become like less like angry in general. A lot of people I think are racist out of ignorance and anger. You know, so like the less money you have, the more you're struggling, the more angry you're going to be. And if you're a racist person, it's going to, that racism is going to be like exemplified. But okay. Like but these talking points I feel like are so irrelevant. Like, why are we like, what the fuck are we doing? He's just talking to some girl. What the fuck's happening?
Hey, I don't care. Like, I don't care what you fucking believe in. You still, by virtue of being a human being, deserve certain fucking things, and healthcare is one of them. Okay.
Who's contesting what you're saying? Who's like, nope, disagree, Hasan. Disagree, Hasan. Who's saying that? If you didn't give racist healthcare, nobody would have healthcare. Okay. If we denied healthcare to racists, nobody would have healthcare. Okay, because everybody. A little bit of racist, okay? I've gone into when I used to work. Everybody, it was something. It's something else, man. But they're not mean. Like the Spanish guys would say shit about you in Spanish. But like they're really nice to you. It's just that they're just fucking old Hispanic people. They're just fucking, that's it. That's what it is.
A life of meaning is another. Okay. To be able to pursue a life.
Yeah.
That is fulfilling.
Yes, absolutely.
And that, in and of itself, ultimately,
I don't know what we're talking
that in and of itself ultimately makes it harder for reactionary psychos to take advantage of the volatility. And red pill people.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
I don't know what happened there, but
from all places, why here?
Bro, I mean, everybody's saying that this is the most like racist town in America.
Supposedly it is.
But it's been like chill. Like
it is chill. I love it here actually.
This is not made up. The KKK keeps neighbors with their fucking leader.
Yeah. Really? Damn, you think they would like beat my ass if I like showed up?
Honestly?
Nah, they don't.
That's fucking weird.
I heard stories.
Bro, that's crazy. Could you imagine living as a KKK leader and not white? Obviously, it's different for me if I did. That's crazy, man.
The current leader.
Yeah.
And he's cool people.
I met him. He's pretty cool, but
this is the man we need to find.
Bro, that's
Joe Biden. That's Joe Biden. That's Joe Biden. A little chunky. That's Jim Biden. Johnny Biden, dude. He's the KKK leader. What the fuck?
Dude, okay. That's a little bit twisted.
What's twisted? That it looks like Joe Biden? What?
Dude, that's fucking insane. When you talk about like the leader of the KKK, he's cool. Okay, dude. Well, I mean,
okay.
My man's really out here trying to get himself hate crime for the Vine, dude. Holy shit.
Fine, y'all. Guys, when I tell you, we came to this town with no preparation. We just came here expecting racism to come to us, but we're gonna have to go to racism.
Oh my god.
Just bait people? Yeah, I know about some fucking black guy over there. And then you just come up friendly.
This is a bunch of shit you could have just not said in this video alone.
Bro, he might have connections to White Pride Radio. Like,
oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, boys, so Brandon literally got food poisoning when we were inside the place and stuff like that. Brody actually like started throwing up like crazy. It was actually
that's a very
Brandon literally got food poisoning when we were inside the place and stuff like that.
Look at this posture though.
Brody actually
that's like perfect puke posture. Perfect puke posture.
I started throwing up like
Wow, incredible.
Crazy. It was actually really bad. So he's gonna be in his hotel chilling and stuff like that. So I was thinking about going to Zinc.
How convenient that he got food poisoning.
You guys permit off Twitch. Why are you risking your stream for this mid video? Why are you so brain diseased that you're like, I can't watch a fucking video that is like already accrued, okay? 3.4 million views over the course of the fucking past 24 hours that is inherently political, that is about fucking possibly this person.
Why are you screaming, bro? He was just saying that you might get banned for it. But since you're doing it, I can't get banned for it, because then I'll be like, bro, what the fuck? I'm just watching Hasan, dude. I'm watching it. He's not banned. I'm banned from Hasan's chat for some reason. He got upset with me. He got upset with me because he talked poop. He talked smack about me. So and he called me a hate farmer. So I came into a stream and I said, "Hey, I'm hate farming. I'm here to hate farm." And then I left. And then like a month later, he talked shit about me again. And then he looked through the messages, like the past chats in Twitch, and that's the only thing I said. So he's like, "Fuck you," and he banned me. So I was like, okay. But yeah, why are you so mad, bro? Why are you so mad?
Either A, whitewashing white supremacists, or B, not, okay?
What?
Shut the fuck up.
What's happening?
Shut the absolute fuck up, please. What the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers that are like long-term community members who are like, I know more than you do. I know more than you do about how to fucking operate your stream and what to do.
Why don't you just be like, bro, I'm fine. Why are you freaking out? What's going on in your life that's so stressful? You make so much money. What are you doing? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad all the time? Every video, you're yelling at a fan. Jesus Christ.
Okay? He is not the main focus, okay? He is not the main focus of this fucking video.
Okay, well, that's... okay. Not that this matters too much, but that's not what he literally is the main focus. He is the video. He is like the main focus. Like, the main focus is the racist town, but like, he is the main... Like, it's his video. He's not just in the video. He is the video, okay? This is his video. This is not like he just like walks by, hey guys, and walks away for like 3 seconds. He is the video. It's just a weird thing to say. Like, I don't know where the logic comes from, but
main focus of this video is white supremacy. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Kai Sanat watches on stream and didn't get banned. It's fine. Yeah, shut up. It's fine. It's fine. Other people are watching it too. Some people are saying it to fuck with you. Others just know Twitch staff don't care about any of the all reasons. They don't want to risk you having a week vacation, etc. That would be psychotic. This video has 4 million, almost 4 million fucking views in like 24 hours. It's cool. Guiding people's minds and mentality. Other content creators of all.
It's guiding people's minds and mentality. Hasan is on a mission. He's on a mission to make sure that JiDion isn't dealing with racism correctly. That's the mission. He's making sure that JiDion is not... He's on a mission to make sure that he reprograms our minds, because this dumb black person obviously doesn't understand racism as well as Hasan. Like, bro, I just don't understand, like, what the fuck's happening. The dude went to the most racist town in America, and like, it's not like you're coming in with some context like, yeah, man, racism doesn't manifest itself necessarily in like outwards like I hate you. You came in here, you dropped that lightly, didn't even explain, and you're like, I'm on a mission to just label this as a whitewash video. He's a puppet. Like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Like, why can't you just like enjoy the ment? Jason Genova, enjoy the moment.
Also watched it
here
on the platform to its completion, so chill out.
Would that be a bad idea? I don't know. That's a hard one. I'm trying to do an interview with Rob Tom. I saw. Be careful. Is that bad?
I've heard stuff. I've got family that lives over there, and none of them are like that.
For real?
This is the meme, so you guys are educated in case I say this.
Striations, bro. Alright, peace out. Arnold, enjoy the ment.
That's what Mr. Genova wants, though.
Incredible. It says enjoy the moment, and he says enjoy the ment. Jason Genova, you're an absolute legend. Let's continue.
That's what I'm saying, like, cause like.
I've heard rumors, so.
We're going eventually.
Speaking of which, I'm responding to like silly chatters right now. But once once again, one of the donation goals is if I hit 150K in the fundraising goal, I will not respond to any negative criticism, commentary that derails the stream for an entire 7 days. Okay, I will hold myself to it. I swear I will do it.
Okay.
You too. Thank you, guys. Do you think
maybe we'll watch the JiDion one? Maybe we'll watch that one. Okay, relax, guys.
It'll be dangerous if we go to Zinc.
Probably not. Everybody just kind of tries to stay away from them, so people don't really have information on them. Their mindset is on trying to keep, you know, it kind of whitewashed here.
Yeah.
You know, I want more people to just get out of the hood in general.
All right, boys, man. So right now we don't have any leads on how we can get over to Zinc. So we're trying to see if we can find anybody that knows any people over there. So that way, like, we won't really be coming unannounced and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, that would be like really cool if we could get like an interview with the leader of the KKK. Isn't that crazy?
That would be. That's some Daryl. Is it Daryl Davis? That's some Daryl Davis shit, man. Daryl Davis is a legend, brother.
How like we went to the most racist town in America, but we're like looking for the racism. Oh, I thought it was a Confederate flag, but it's just the Arkansas flag. Never mind. We found it.
Stars and bars, baby.
I need to talk to him. We got some business to handle. I don't like racism. Excuse me, man. Do you know Tom Robb by any chance?
No, I do not.
You don't? Do you guys know who Tom Robb is?
Sir, we don't have time for this.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is what journalism is. You have to find the scoop. By any chance, you know anybody that lives in
Just look them up in the yellow pages, bro.
Zinc? You don't? Trying to have an interview with the leader of the KKK, Tom Robb?
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's looking more and more like we just have to go out there. Attention, patrons of Walmart.
Yes, he is in Walmart.
I am trying to conduct an interview with Tom.
I mean, like, let's be honest. If there's any store in the world where a racist is at, it's gonna be Walmart. Okay, Walmart is a good store, but it's also full of racists, and I know that because I go there. Boom.
Robb. Does anybody know Tom Robb by any chance? Raise your hand if you might know Tom Robb.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
that's fucking bananas.
No? You guys know Tom Robb?
I mean, low key, like,
bananas?
that is.
Whoa, Hasan, that's bananas? Excuse me, Hasan. JiDion's a human being. This fucking racist shit out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that racism, Hasan. That's your subconscious bias slipping. I know you didn't say it on purpose, but that's the first thing you thought. The first thing you thought in your head was that this guy. I know what you were thinking, Hasan. Because I am you. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing to myself today. I know what you're doing, Hasan. You've been waiting the whole stream to be like, I want to call this black guy a monkey. I know you're thinking of it, you motherfucker. That's wrong. Stop it. You gotta work on your own implicit bias. You fucking asshole. Alright? Stop tone policing a black man.
Kind of wild that he's doing that. Like, I mean, he's actively trying
true.
to put himself in a situation where he is like physically going to be harmed, potentially. Now, obviously, the goal of this, or rather the message from this, shouldn't fucking turn into like, oh yeah, well, he didn't literally get hate crimed immediately, which means...
Bro, your fucking commentary sucks. Holy fuck, I'm bored.
Means like, oh, there's nothing to worry about or whatever, but it is still wild.
Are you just trying to talk to fill up the video? What's going on here?
Fudge. Are you JiDion? Yeah.
Is it Fudge?
Good, good. Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
I grew up with both of his sons.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay. Don't use my name. You know how gangs are.
Yeah. Don't use my name. Don't use my name. By the way. This is like I don't know how I'm gonna get transitioned through the joke, but like my joke was gonna be that your fucking voice is on camera, asshole. Like he's gonna if I don't know if what is the guy's name? If Eric Bisnink, whatever the racist guy is, the KKK, if he hears the video, he's like, that's fucking Jim. That's fucking Jim, bro. What are you doing? What the fuck, bro? I haven't heard. Why would you tell him these things? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you come see somebody out in your own hometown.
Yeah.
Not good for business. But what do you want them to know?
I don't know. We're not trying to know anything. Like we just, like me personally.
Oh shit! They got his face and his belly on there.
He won't give you one.
You don't think he will?
Brother, I could tell you some story. How we used to have to cut the tails off black people when they was born.
What? Wait, hold on. I'm confused.
Brother, I could tell you some story. How we used to have to cut the tails off black people when they was born.
What tail? What are you talking about, bro? What? Talking about their peepees?
Yeah. So do they have a lot of pull in this area?
Are they just telling people that black people have tails? What?
We used to have to cut the tails off black people when they was born. Wait, what the fuck does that even mean? This is like what? What is this? The least
it's them being racist.
Racist guy in fucking Arkansas? Like what? Wait, hold up. What? This guy is the guy who's like against the KKK, right?
I guess. What's happening?
He's saying that's the stories he'd tell. Oh, okay. I did not understand. I thought he was saying that.
Maybe the guy was confused because listen, hear me out. I don't know what it is, but a lot of times when I see an Audi belly button, black people have Audi belly buttons a lot of times, and I know that that's just a way they cut it. I don't know why you would request an Audi, but you know, when I was young and we would go into the bathroom and change, and we would go to gym, and I would of course hide my peanut because it was tiny. But like I always noticed, black people had outie belly buttons. That's just an observation. Maybe they thought that was a tail on your front. Maybe that's what he was. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Innie gang. Yeah, I'm an innie. That's just what I've noted. I mean, that's just what I've seen. I mean, again, like it's the way that you cut the umbilical cord off. You could actually request apparently to the baby doctor to be like, hey, I want my kid to have an outie or an innie. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Am I right, guys?
Which would be fucking ridiculous. I don't know why I thought that. Oops.
Okay. Innie gang. Boo, 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 boo.
That's what we call backward pull. And see, right now, me doing this, I'm a sellout. To the hill folk. To the people around here, he's losing his pull. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's good.
And they're also starting to step out for once.
I've been around here like,
oh, so I guess they tell that story so that they can make it seem like black people aren't people. I get it.
I haven't seen nothing but nice people.
The only reason I come up is because you got balls.
Oh, for asking that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, I'm like, who is this motherfucker?
You know, I'm not going.
Bro, this guy's gonna be identified and be like that. Is he alive? Is this man alive?
Going there to change his mind. You know, like he grew up believing what he believes.
So they have a church. And if you read your Bible, he was created by God shaping him out of clay and breathing breath in his nostrils.
Wow.
That's the white.
Why would you breathe into someone's nostrils? You know, like, why would you? That's just weird. Sometimes I do that. I blow into my wife's nose, and then, like, she goes, oh! True story.
You are considered a beast. No different than a cow.
Wow.
So they preach that, like, we were.
Yes.
Oh my god.
What's good, man? Y'all watch the vids?
Yes, bro.
Appreciate y'all boys, man. Appreciate y'all boys.
Am I still here talking like some superstar and don't even damn know him?
You don't know him?
No.
I do YouTube.
Do you know how to get there? I ain't gonna send you because I don't.
I do YouTube. You know how to get to YouTube?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty charismatic guy. We're like, hey guys, that was good with y'all boys.
This is crazy, bro.
How long y'all been living out here, bro?
My whole life.
Trying to have an interview with Tom Robb.
Yeah, we can take you to him.
I mean, y'all could take me to him, but like, I gotta figure out if he'll want to have me.
We know where like his church is and stuff.
For real.
Yeah, he's got a church out in Zing.
Do you guys have Snapchat?
Yeah.
All right, here, can you do me a favor? Could you go up there, kind of like tell them about me? I'm not gonna spin the story or nothing.
Right.
I just want to have an interview, just talk. But if you guys get this,
Does he actually get the interview? It's a little spooky.
Going, you're legends.
Oh, we'll get it.
By the way, thank you to the anonymous donor who donated $10,000. Okay?
Okay.
Someone anonymous donated $10,000.
I believe that is 4chan. That is the anonymous 4chan known as Anonymous. So thank you, 4chan, for the donation.
That was fire. That was dope. We are officially now, 9K away from starting immediately me not reading Malding comments.
Okay.
Good for you.
Well, you guys part of it? I'm playing.
Why would he be anonymous, dude? If it's the ethnic Santa guy, then he should have fucking put his name on it. What the fuck? Oh, I guess he's gonna have to put his name on it one more time.
Okay.
Oops, another 10K coming our way.
Okay.
Shit, bro,
that was for the Santa? Okay, send me proof. Send one of the moderators proof that was your 10K, and I'll give you the ethnic Santa.
Bro, be like, bro, he got 4.6 million subscribers.
4.68 million subscribers.
The next biggest thing, he identifies as a white man. That's crazy, y'all. Like, bro, he literally like
he identifies as a white man. I don't know why that made me laugh. That was a weird laugh too.
Pulled me aside to like warn me. He's like, bro, you got.
Wouldn't raising money for abortion clinics be illegal if Roe gets overturned? What are they gonna do, bro? Arrest me? They can suck my entire cock. That's not happening. Okay?
Shit, he got him.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking hilarious to be like, oh, you're fundraising for abortion funds, like you're going to jail.
Is this how bad my commentary is? I feel like it's completely irrelevant to the video. Most of Hasan's commentary has been being condescending to a black guy and then bragging about raising money for a charity. And that's good that he's raising money for a charity. It's just like, I feel like, what the hell's happening? Where are the fun stories? Where's the boisterous laughter? Where's the bald head? This commentary is really lacking, Hasan.
No, first, never mind, he was lying. Well, no, just kidding. Come on, dude. What the fuck?
Okay.
I'm in California, okay?
How is this?
I'm in fucking
how is
California.
This video,
no
how is this video 40 minutes?
Does anything happen? No fucking shot. Does that happen? You know what I mean? I will personally fucking transport people to go get abortions if they need it.
Okay.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter. It's not happening. For the record, I mean, the funds themselves are at risk in this situation, but I will continue.
This has nothing to do with the video.
Obviously, donate and help out as best as I can. The unbang buzz, my boss bought his lunch. Sorry, everyone, I'm actually a capitalist now. Hell yeah, your boss is great now. He's poggers.
You good?
Chat being immobilized by that fear is weak shit that they want. Yeah, dude, don't let that get in the way. That's crazy.
I got on 2X.
I know it's hard not to fucking be fearful, and I'm not saying that it's like
ridiculous.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not making fun of you or undermining.
So I guess this is Hasan's thing. Okay, basically he got called out for literally just watching people's videos on a stream. So what he decided to do was to react. But since he doesn't have anything intelligent to say, he's just talking about random. He's just periodically pausing the video and then talking about irrelevant things. So, like, okay. Like, this is so stupid. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I get it. Every once in a while, I get like lost in thought too. But like, oh my god,
finding your like very legitimate fears about the future of America. But that is their ultimate goal. But you know, this is a.
Thank you so much for the sub, brother.
You know,
thank you so much.
Very popular concept. And I think like Americans across the board see that some religious freaks
thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
That are pushing for it. Like,
might as well play them now. This motherfucker will shut the fuck up. He's just, you know, he wants to make sure.
Hasan Jacko just resubscribed.
Thank you so much for the sub, brother.
Because these funds, like, they're helpful to women, and they offer them reproductive health services in areas of need. That's why I specifically chose the funds that I chose.
Crusty Socks just resubscribed.
Thank you so much for the sub, brother.
Only streamer I'll give money to.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Become criminalized or not, it's still incredibly helpful.
Paul saying that. I'll tell you, this man was nervous.
All right. Now we're finally done with the tangent. Okay. All right. Thank you for the subs, guys. I won't be donating that to abortions, okay? I actually will. I'm going to go shopping later, and I'm going to buy myself clothing, and I'm going to hand out all the hangers for free. So
there was people like staring at us that are like a part of it. Because bro, I feel like we ruffled some feathers already. All right, y'all. After a little bit of searching and everything and a little bit of driving, we found it.
Oh, shit. Jason Robb. All right. With 2 B's. I used to say my name was Dan with 2 N's back in the day because I thought it was cool.
Sign, whitepriderradio.com. It can't be racist because they have a puppy on it. So, like, that's reverse psychology. And that's Tom Robb's son right there. So, like, what even is White Pride Radio? You're tuning into White Pride. White is right. White Pride Radio.
Am I crazy or did this motherfucker get more jacked? Like, I feel like the last time he was in like controversy and shit, he was not this jacked. I feel like he's gotten.
I had to watch more alerts since this is
Zero sleepy.
Oh wait, so I can't do it. That's why I was
thank you for the sub.
Are you black? Do you have 4.6 million subscribers? Does every video you do, you wear a do-rag to hide the fact that you have a clapped hairline, but all your millions of viewers know that you have a clapped hairline, and you brush it off like it's a joke, but really you're insecure about it?
Hey man.
Then you need Keeps.
Keeps. What's Keeps?
Keeps.
Oh, this is ad for. Okay.
Nice. Get your bag, brother.
And we passed them. Housekeeping. Yo, you feel better? You look good? No, you don't.
Why'd the sound go down like drastically?
Still? Yeah. Yo, Walker. So tell me everything that happened when you went up there.
We went this long dirt road, right? We had no service. We went up to his house where he was at, and he had this dude out there.
Bro, no service. This guy doesn't have internet at his house. No wonder he's fucking angry and racist, bro. You gotta go check out the hub. You gotta look at some BBW Ebony Girls. Ebony Girl. I don't know. And then you won't be racist anymore. That's how it works.
We asked if we could see Tom. See if Tom was here, right?
Yeah.
He didn't say a word. Like, okay, and he went to the house and he got Tom. And
bro, I would like legitimately be nervous to walk up to this racist guy's house and like, where are they in Arkansas? Because he probably just has to say like, oh, you're like trespassing and he could shoot you.
We was like, would you have time for a meeting? And Tom was like, I got time. And he's like, what are we talking about? He was like, not because he's African American or nothing like that. Like he said that.
at least he's not racist.
African American, yeah.
See, that's this video so far has not been as bad as I thought it was going to be, but like, bro. I mean, this is a great example of like literally the leader of the KKK being like, "Oh, I don't have time," not because he's black. Like, yeah, there you go, dude. There you fucking go. Okay, there you go. Even the leader of the KKK does like the fucking civility politics. Like, bro, you are literally the leader of the Klan. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you worried about getting fucking canceled in the QRTs, dude? You're gonna go on Twitter? They're gonna cancel you?
And he's like, maybe next week or like, what's the time schedule? And I was like, dang.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of your guys from your school know that I'm in town and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay.
What if y'all and y'all friends come by, scoop me up, and we go drive up there together?
I wouldn't do that.
How fast can you get this all set up?
By the way, another thing I will mention is that we're not living in the 60s anymore, and I feel like at least my experience with close black friends of mine is that, and especially because like I myself, I'm so fucking white, that white people are more confident being super over the top racist around other white people rather than around a black person. So like just because they're, you know, if you see a white person fucking being like super nice and not racist immediately in the sight of a black person, that doesn't change the reality that it might be fucking mega racist otherwise.
I just I don't even know what to say. Basically, what Hasan said is that people are tend to be racist when they're with other white people. I guess. I mean, you know, first of all, it's not a good friend group unless you guys are all racist towards each other. Okay. Second of all, that's how everybody operates. Like, obviously, like when black people are just by themselves or white people just by themselves, they're probably more racist. Or, like, they probably talk shit about each other. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, it happens. I'm more worried about, like, you know, the kind of racism where people are like, I don't like this black guy, I'm not giving him a job. You know what I mean? If you want to make edgy jokes or whatever, be my guest. But okay, sure. I mean, I think we all knew that the KKK guy was racist, so probably didn't need to go on a tangent about that. But okay. Did Hasan just admit to being racist about his white friends? Uh-oh, guys. I guess so. I guess he did.
Right, we got you like 30 minutes. We got you. Let's do it. Okay. If Tom can't make time for me, I'm gonna make time for Tom.
How are these motherfuckers still operating, bro? Take a good publicist, bro.
Bro, I need to be part of their marketing team, bro. I would have the KKK popping. DRD X KKK. That would be a nice collab. Bro, the trash talk would be wild in the game lobbies. All right, boys, I'm about to meet my army. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where I started, but pretty excited. It's crazy, like, the power that I have as a creator. Like, I only think of myself as a YouTuber, but I'm literally bringing people out with me to go visit the KKK. Like, if you were to tell me I was gonna do that back when I was in high school making videos, not gonna lie, I probably would have believed you. You guys told your parents what you guys are doing, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. All right, they told their parents, so don't get mad at me. Mom, I'm going to the KKK headquarters right now. Mom, it's bigger than black and white. I love you, Mom. All right, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm about to meet the Grand Wizard. I gotta go. This the gang? This the gang? We're gonna have a meeting. I know you guys.
Of course, they all got their lifted Ford F-150.
This the gang?
That's a real mug-blooded American vehicle right there. And then there's a minivan, so that's, you know.
We're gonna have a meeting.
Pretend that one doesn't
I know you guys watch the videos for jokes and everything like that, but this is not no joking matter. We're gonna let them know. It's bigger than black and white. Marquez Brownlee on me, Marquez Brownlee on 3. 1, 2, 3! Let's go.
So stupid, dude. What a fucking... Okay.
Mug-blooded for
Marquez
life, baby.
Brownlee on 3.
Oh my
I've never been on streets like this. You think we were going to visit a lost tribe?
Shit. We got some people right here. Hello, how you doing?
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
Mr. Rob was maybe here? No. I'm a YouTuber. My name's JiDion. I was just wondering if like we could have like maybe like a little dialogue with Mr. Rob if he has any free time and stuff like that.
Right now he's getting different stuff together for the conference that's coming up. So
I heard about that. What can I ask what that conference is about?
Faith and freedom.
Hey, it's about how much we hate you. That's pretty much what he wants to say.
I don't know if there's any way maybe I could come.
No. Especially not. Paranoia some people have.
Man, we aren't anarchists. We just came here, you know, it's America, you know.
I mean, God forbid, bro. God forbid. We aren't anarchists. Like, don't worry. We're not socialists or nothing. Don't worry about it. Look at how polite he is, by the way. He's forming the local teens into a gang. Yeah. They're making a pro-black gang against our anti-black gang. It's fucked up.
First Amendment, you know, freedom of speech and everything like that.
Actually,
bro, I forgot how much I hate watching Hasan's content. Oh my god.
I don't believe in that because if you...
Hold on, I want to see what he doesn't believe in.
First Amendment, you know, freedom of speech and everything like that.
Actually, I don't believe in that.
Why?
Because if you have someone who can lose their job and their ability to support their family that they love, where they might have been brave enough to speak up, they won't put their children and their wife at risk.
So
I mean, like, I can see what you're saying, right? So there are some things where, like, if people express their mind, they can get a little bit nay-nayed, right? Like, for instance, some people get a little bit of heat when they say that maybe trans women are women, but maybe they shouldn't compete with cis women, right? All of a sudden, maybe you get banned off Twitch, right? But I feel like when it comes to that guy, he's like, I really just want to yell the N-word at this black guy, and I just... But when my dad did it, he lost his job. It's just, I hate this country. I'm just speaking up. You know, I feel like that's the energy he's, you know, that's what he's bringing to the table when he talks about. That's his first, like, that's the first reference that hits his head.
Do you feel like here?
Bro, this is a wild fucking take when you consider what he's talking about. Like, he's saying he doesn't believe in free speech. How can you have free speech when, like, telling the truth can impact your you know, loved ones, and that will stop you.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously, instead of the solution being like abolishing at-will employment, like the right to work states or anything like that, or fucking building
what the fuck are you talking about?
Building unions, and it's you know, voting for the Republicans who created the system.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell's happening? This guy's talking about how like you could lose your job if you say something the wrong way. Like and then you're going on a tangent about how we don't have enough socialism, because apparently the logic here is that if you can get canceled for saying something bad on the internet, that's because of capitalism. It's not because of people like pressure particular businesses so much. I just don't understand. Like I don't see how like unions. Not that we shouldn't have more unions, but how the fuck is this going to solve this problem? I guess your logic is like, okay, if we have the union, then they can do whatever they want. Okay, I guess. I mean, but I feel like that's just not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe we could start with the first thing is like maybe stop trying to cancel people. You know what I mean? That's probably the best thing to do rather than turning everything into a socialist talking point.
But also, the fundamental reason behind what he's talking about is like the truths, the bravery that he is mentioning here is literally the brave truths that he's mentioning here that he's like too afraid to say is about being racist. What the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, true.
The truth is spoken.
I would say as much as can be.
From the videos I've seen online and stuff like that, I'm sure you've seen them. Yeah. You know, I was expecting to just like, you know,
or maybe he's not. Maybe he's not racist. We'll see.
Foot into town and then call the N-word.
I mean, I imagine he's racist if he's within proximity of the KKK Grand Poobah.
But
if it would make you feel better, I'll try it for you.
Man. I just kept on hearing people. They were like, "Nah, the racists aren't in Harrison. They're over in Zinc." And they were talking about how like they like kind of kicked you guys out of Harrison.
No white person, for the most part, moves to seek out diversity. They'll give lip service to it and move as far away as possible from it. Put up gated communities. Spend their...
You know, it's interesting because, like, honestly, this is kind of the reality is a lot of people, like, intentionally segregate themselves. And I'm not talking about, like, historical segregation where we, like, force black people into, like, an area. Like, and, like, deny them opportunities. But for the most part, like, that obviously happened. But for the most part, like, people tend to stick to, like, people they're comfortable with and familiar with. And again, skin color tends to be like the first thing. Even like everybody does. Like that's why you see like entire communities of like Asian communities and black communities. Well, partially that's because of obviously historic systemic racism, but like Asian, black, Hispanic. A lot of people tend to kind of like stay within their own sphere. You know what I mean? That's just kind of the reality of the world. Everybody's got a little bit of that, a little bit of racism in them. You know what I mean?
Money.
Me personally, like I agree to a certain extent and stuff like that. As black people, we look out for each other.
What?
People say black power. They look out for black businesses and stuff like that.
I'm not a segregationist. I'm a separationist.
What is going on?
Oh my God, why the fuck are you screaming,
bro? He's a separationist, not a segregationist, dude. What?
Like, yeah, I understand that. That's basically a way of saying like I don't hate black people. I just don't want to be around them. Like I get it. Why are you screaming? Chill the fuck out, okay?
What was the fucking point of segregation, idiot? It was separate but equal. You just repeated the same thing.
I guess.
Like people during segregation.
I feel like back in the day, segregation of like separate but equal, that was just a tagline. I don't think that there was ever like an intention of there being equality. Not that this guy gives a shit if black people are treated equally, but
we're just saying that. That was what they were saying. They were saying like, oh, separate but equal, brother. What the fuck do you mean? There is no distinction there, dude. What the fuck?
Okay. True.
He's like, I don't want segregation. I just don't want to even see or think about a black person. I'm not racist. I just don't like black people.
Dude, like what happened? Honestly, like I've seen Hasan make commentary before. This is like a new person. This is insufferable. This is horrible. It's not the points he's making. It's just like how cringe everything is. It's like laughing at his own jokes. Yeah, Joker arc. More like the fucking Deaf Noodles arc. I mean, this is insane. It's just bizarre. It's just like fucking, it's like not positively energetic. He's just like screaming because I guess that's it. That's all. Maybe he's just having an off day. I don't know.
Rats! My man should have moved to Oregon. Like he should have moved to Oregon, dude. That's literally the foundational principle of Oregon as a state is literally they hated.
He's a comedian, guys. Yeah. Loud is funny.
They hated black people so much they were anti-slavery, okay? Because slavery implied that there would be black people around. Like they literally were just like, no, we don't even want slavery because we want to be away from black people that badly.
White countries are expected to become melting pots of humanity, and that's my stance. I oppose white genocide.
Dude, the funniest part is like, as this motherfucker, like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? If you don't want it to be a fucking melting pot, which
well, it's because of capitalism, guys. It's because of capitalism. That's why it happened. Okay, birth rates are lowering in white countries, so we need to replace it with non-white people. Okay, that's what's going on, bro. All right. There you go. That's what he's. I'm assuming that's what he's going to say next.
By the way, why is that bad? You know, obviously. But if you don't want it to be a fucking melting pot, like, you know, don't colonize, motherfucker. And even then, it's like, well, we got to do that. Obviously, it's like,
yeah, we gotta make sure that we grab as many resources as possible for the white man. Of course.
Talking about white genocide.
We got to make sure we get all the mayonnaise because fuck you guys. We don't need any of the spices though.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Okay.
Woo! Brother, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. You want to know the immediate consequences of not having a melting pot, brother, okay? You know? Look at this man's chin. Okay? Homies are out here inbreeding harder than fucking pugs, okay?
What do we got?
To have the exact same kind of genetic disorders. And then talking about how, like, we need to maintain white purity, brother. What the fuck do you mean maintain white purity, brother? Look at this. This is white purity. That's what happens when you keep systematically fucking your sister and cousin.
Okay.
Jesus, Lord mercy, dude. Look at this.
So boring. Okay, what do we got next? Hey,
it barely looks
for the
human.
bits, brother.
Let's get hype.
Hell yeah, dog.
What did M HUD say? He's so racist he heard Chin was a Chinese name and got rid of it? Oh my god. Okay, dude.
Still Belly just resubscribed.
Thanks for the sub, brother.
4 months. Love your paper.
That's my stance. I oppose white genocide.
I'm not here to change anybody's mind or nothing.
He said, I oppose white genocide. For the record, this is why I make white genocide jokes all the time, because it's fake. And if you believe in white genocide, you are as racist as this dumbass, because whiteness is a concept built around exclusion and purity.
Bro, I mean, like, listen. At the end of the day, white is just the color of your skin. That's it. All right. Okay. All right.
Or the in-group that is the powerful group, okay? The one that has power.
Like, once power goes away, if it ever does, we're still going to have white and black. Like, people are still going to, like, I mean, I understand, like, the French created race, but I'm pretty sure people still were like, that guy's black, and that's different. You know, I'm pretty sure that's always existed. Like, there's no fucking way that this concept didn't exist beforehand. I don't believe it. But where the fuck do I know? All right.
So just always remember that, like, the only way to stop white genocide in his mind is to stop race mixing. Okay, that's what their advocacy revolves around. Stop immigration from black and brown countries, only have immigration from white countries, and also, more importantly, stop miscegenation once again. Make it illegal to have interracial marriages, because that's the only way you can stop
based good. That's the only way you can stop it, because the one drop rule.
White genocide, because whiteness, when you think about it, whiteness is a concept.
Yeah.
Like, how does whiteness go away? Even if it's if we were to assume that it's a bad thing, that whiteness is going away and not just like a regular way of living, and that there's no reason to try and stop whiteness. Like, there's no association with it that's supposed to be positive. They mean literally fucking stopping race mixing. It's the only way you can stop it.
Like I said, like that's why I just want to, like, I feel like the conversation should always be had, because I feel like for there to be improvement into the future, you have to hear something different than your own opinion.
JiDion forgot that in the original video, the guy was holding a BLM sign. Most racists don't just see a black guy and start screaming. I mean, most racists are not going to fucking see a black guy and start screaming regardless. You know what I mean? Okay. I mean, white purity like this, I'm not clicking on this link. It's sus, okay? And you're only a 1-month subscriber. I'm just letting you know.
Didn't get an assumption made about me, and they wonder if black people did something bad to me. I'm not. White people have done something bad to me, and I don't hate them either.
Yeah.
But it's never about that. It's I have a certain set of beliefs.
I wasn't expecting to come here and have, like, a civil, conversation like this, but I came here with the heart to come with that, and I appreciate you coming.
You know, it's interesting. I feel like a lot of, I guess some racism or a lot of racism is shifting to, like, I don't hate black people, I just don't want to be around them. I guess that's progress than it used to be. I look sad, yeah, because this is a fucking boring video. Watching Hasan react to this is, like, miserable. This is, like, the worst Hasan video I've ever watched. I'm, like, suffering through it. I mean, it's so fucking boring. I'm just being honest with you. Turn the video off right now, okay? Go watch something more entertaining. This is torture. It's fucking miserable.
Coming out with the heart to have that same conversation with us, you know?
Zoomers are unsalvageable, dude. I swear to fucking God. I know that people are going to turn around, young JiDion fans are going to turn around and fucking yell at me and be like, he's black, you're not. What the fuck do you know about racism or whatever the fuck? But, like, God damn.
What is a Zoomer? Let's look up the definition of a Zoomer. I don't know what that is. A Zoomer is a member of Generation Z. So is JiDion a Zoomer?
Damn, dude. Just straight brain broken if you're like, oh, what a civil conversation. This dude's literally a fucking white separatist, man. He just said it. He said it openly. Like, he's part of the Klan.
Okay. Why are you criticizing JiDion though? Like he's just like, yeah, I like having conversations, and maybe this is how the world. I mean, the reality is that is how the world changes. Having the way that I mean, this is like we have to. All right, kindergarten class. Let's sit down and talk about how conversations work. When you talk to somebody and you advocate for your position, that person tends to soften up to like what you're saying, right? That's what it comes down to. This guy's probably never going to change his belief. But if you look, if this is I would say this is like your more typical heavier racist in America, where they don't like black people, but they don't want to kill them. They just don't want to be around them. That's still not good. But like you notice that's where we're shifting more, I guess, left when it comes to like racism wise, and it's because we're having public conversations about stuff. So like now these communities are no longer allowing people to be like, I hate black people. They're like, so now they can be like, well, I just respectfully do not want to be around you. And he's even around, he's in proximity of JiDion, and he's not screaming and shitting his pants. So, like, I guess it's progress. Is it ideal? No. And then JiDion's just like, yeah, this is how we do it. We just have conversations and shit. And it's like, okay, that's cool, man. That's very cool. And then Hasan, of course, has to have a fucking meltdown. Like, why? Like, because you don't ever have conversations with people that you disagree with? Like, you realize that's the whole point. That's the entire fucking point. It's like of what you're supposed to be doing is having conversations to change people's minds. Just because you can't do it and JiDion's better than you. Okay? I'm gonna tie UBI. Doesn't mean you have to fucking get upset. Tie UBI into there. Well,
people out there about Harrison, Arkansas, or Zinc Road, or all they know is that it's the most racist town.
Actually, this video unironically turns into a great example of how racism is insidious, but so apparent and very much a part of people's lives. Because like, if your takeaway from this is like, oh well, look, actually, they're not that racist at all, right? Like, look at that. If your takeaway is like looking at a guy who straight up says he's a part of the Klan and is a white separatist, not a segregationist, and your takeaway is like he can, or not your takeaway, but like your takeaway should be that even a guy who's like straight up saying like, that they're a white separatist can be polite to a black person to their face. Okay, that does not change the reality that they're like violently and virulently racist.
Well, I mean, I guess it does, right? Because they don't seem to be violently. I mean, if you. Not to be a stickler, but if you're cordial to a black person, you're probably not a violent racist. You're probably a racist, kind of an asshole. But the reality of the world is that guy's going to die, and his kids will most likely be a little less racist, and then the life will move on. That's kind of how the world works. That's it. That's kind of what it is. Old people die, and their ideas die with them, and their parents or their family tends to be like, like I feel like everybody has their racist grandma and grandpa. You all do. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or Hispanic or Asian or whatever. You guys all have your racist fucking grandparents that are just like a little weird about fucking black people or a little weird about Hispanic, you know what I mean? Or a little weird about white people, And like then you're just like, Grammy, you're so silly. Yes, you said you don't? You're a liar. Then your grandparents are dead. Your fucking grandparents mine are dead. And that's just how it is, man. You got your ignorant parents, bro. And it's just the reality, bro. That's it. You're not American. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're from. You still have racist parents, okay, or grandparents, okay, or they're dead. All right, get the fuck out of my stream, bitch. Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Well, I sort of like that designation.
All right, we're gonna run with it. We're gonna rock with it. He's fucking with it.
Most racist town in America. And I was wondering if there's any way like we could have a future conversation with maybe other members of your guys' church, or maybe I can even attend a church service.
No.
He's Daryl Dixoning it or whatever. Daryl, what the fuck's the guy's name? Daryl. Fuck, dude. Somebody give me his name. You know who I'm talking about. The fucking legend himself. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
It is a racial church.
Oh.
It is an offshoot of.
Hey, that's illegal.
Israeli identity.
Usually, some
really Israeli identity. Daryl Davis, thank you.
What the fuck? Oh no! What is he saying, dude? Wait, the Klan is not pro-Israel though. They're also virulently anti-Semitic. They're not like the regular evangelical racists who themselves are also big fans of Israel, right? There's no way he's like
some people that find themselves racial. They don't like Jews and stuff like that. So that's kind of like it's kind of shocking to hear.
Well, we are not Jewish. Jews is not the chosen people.
Okay.
The white race is.
Do you have anything to say to the boys and girls out there?
Oh, thanks for listening.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, also, is it bigger than black and white?
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. That's the proof racism is dead, baby. It's bigger than black and white, baby. Woo!
What affects one will eventually poison the other.
It is bigger.
Okay. What did he just say?
What affects one will eventually poison the other.
Okay, what affects one will eventually poison the other. Very true, I suppose. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but okay.
It is bigger than black and white.
Fantastic.
All right, thank you for your time.
Alrighty.
That was something. Damn, you gonna throw up on their property?
Damn, dude. How disrespectfully throwing up on his property, bro.
Brandon saying that's how much Brandon hates racism. He pukes at.
I can't stand that shit.
Makes him sick to his stomach.
Wow.
Oh my
God. So basically, the local administration, they heard that I was in town and they wanted me to come to the high school. And so, yeah, I'm gonna come say what's up to them. Hello. My first brother.
Oh my God. Just the fucking audio is a little high. That's cool, though.
For the quote-unquote most racist town, this is the town I've gotten the most love from. And I just want to say I truly appreciate it.
Wow. Okay, that was a cool video.
What is going on, bro? What the fuck? What do you mean? Like, yeah, these fucking little Zoomers don't have to be fucking racist. You just talked to a white separatist, dude. What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up, son. Come on.
What is happening right now?
Why do you need to be negative about everything? The guy was just like, you know what? Out of everywhere I've been, I've gotten the most positive attention here. Okay? Here's the thing. Hot take, right? So if we understand the idea that the way that like racism tends to work is like people will act a certain, like, okay, a lot of the way that racism works isn't really like outward. Like, I don't like black people. It's not really how it works. A lot of the way it works is that people will not like you and then they'll just treat you like they don't like you, but they won't tell you why, right? That's pretty much it. So people are like, oh, black guy in their head, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna walk on the other side of the street. Right? Goes both ways. White, black, all the other races. Okay? NASCAR, you get what I'm saying. All JiDion. Okay, so by that logic, that means that like if somebody's racist and they see JiDion, they'll treat him as less than a person. Okay? All JiDion said is I've gotten the most love in this town. Okay? Which means that by his personal experience, right, is that oh my God, I'm fucking like losing my... His personal experience is that people treated him better, which means that there's probably less racism, at least from those people, right? Yeah, it's anecdotal, and that's fine. But like, I don't know, you could just say that if you wanted to, but that's cool. Good for him. Like, he's had a good time, and people really like the reception there. And it was labeled the most racist town. And all JiDion's trying to say is like, hey, it's not so racist and it's bigger than black and white. He's there for fun. And I think this video it was fun. It was like an interesting video. Okay? And then, but you always gotta like, you gotta have like a fucking meltdown. You gotta make sure that it's so funny that at the beginning of the video, it sounds like, oh, the way that liberals present racism is so stupid. They try to make it seem like it's this outward racism and it's all bad and it's this, that, and the other thing. And they propagate like this like idea of like violent racism everywhere. And then that's what he says in the beginning. And then what does he say later? Oh, this guy's probably a violent racist because he doesn't want to be around black people. And like, he's just going off in this tangent. He has to make sure it's like, no. They just because they're nice to him doesn't mean that their racism isn't there. It's like, dude, chill the fuck out. Like, we get it. Throw in a nice nuanced take about racism, no problem. But like, you're not doing that for the sake of adding nuance to add to the video. You're doing it in a way to be dismissive of like the experience JiDion had. Why? Why do you feel the need? It's so bizarre because it's almost ironic that Hasan it comes from that perspective of like, yeah, racism doesn't work where we go, I don't like black people anymore. It's where, how racism manifests itself? It's probably by, overly policing the thoughts and actions of a fucking black person. Honestly, like, what would this serious question, would your energy be the same if it was like a fucking white guy making a video, or because he's black you feel the need to like make sure you know more about racism than him? Like, why? It feels like it feels like you're being racist. It feels like you're treating him differently because he's black. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it feels like. From the start, you're like, this guy's gonna be dancing for us. He's just gonna whitewash this video. He's just gonna dance for the white man, basically. That's all that fucking Hasan's like literal original take was. He looks at a black guy that's not saying everything is horribly racist and going, this person's less than. That's literally the fucking start of the video. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's like, holy shit. Oh my God. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you were out on a mission to disagree with this guy the entire time. And you're even like, oh, I thought this video was going to be worse. It's like you didn't watch it and you came in with an idea. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Now, I don't understand. Like, I literally do not understand how you can... What's your takeaway from this? You know what I mean?
I don't know, that he had a good time there.
This is like how the Washington Post would run stories on fucking Nazis humanizing them between 2016 and 2018. What the fuck?
Mayor of Harris actually crazy as hell.
Bro, please figure out sound editing, dude. Holy shit, you have like 5 million subscribers. Video is 4 million fucking views, and they still can't figure out fucking. Oh my god.
Okay.
There's no the sound. The audio mixing is out of control in this. Okay.
Well, it's a good thing that you don't have anything better to do than slide that slider
straight up. My man showing that racism is dying in the youth of the future. That's the takeaway. That's not true.
Hasan, what do you? Oh my god, dude. Oh, you're so dumb. You're just a dumb person. That's what the guy's trying to show. That is a good rundown of what JiDion's trying to show. That racism is dying.
Straight up. My man showing that racism is dying in the youth of the future. That's the takeaway. That's not true.
How is that not true? Are you just like, oh, dude? What do you mean it's not true? How are you going to start the video off saying that racism doesn't manifest itself as I hate black people anymore? It manifests itself differently, where it's like more subtle, and then say racism isn't dying. That is racism dying. That is moving in a direction where racism is dying. It's becoming less acceptable to express it. Now, are we where we need to be? No, but like it's dying. And JiDion's showing that. It's a positive message. And you're like, no, that's not true. Why are you so dumb? Have you ever left the house? Oh my god. Bro, you're just so dumb. You're fucking insufferably fucking stupid.
And was able to get it, like, so I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm really nervous and everything, but I think I'm gonna kill it. I think I'm gonna do my thing. Oh, my bad, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm like really nervous. Like, I'm literally about to be the mayor, but you know what? Boy, got this. Are you the mayor?
I am.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am Jerry Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Is that his real name?
I go by JiDion.
What'd you expect?
Like you said,
that's not his real name. That's a thing from something. Am I being racist? I don't know.
You see the videos and stuff like that, you know, you expect racism and everything, but ever since I stepped foot on this land, like, I've been getting nothing but love.
I know it. You know, that video is one of the biggest lies that ever happened. They took advantage of a town that had that perception because of another lie.
No, and the goal was...
Interesting. So the mayor's saying that, like, people were acting negatively towards BLM because people were lying to them about BLM. That's actually very... Is that what he said? Hold on.
Of a town that had that perception because of another lie.
So they had that... Okay, so he's saying that the town had that perception of the BLM because of, like, of some kind of, like, mainstream lie. So they were saying that, like, that's actually very... So this guy doesn't even, like, think BLM is bad. This guy literally just said, like yes to BLM. And he was like, yeah, people are misinformed on what BLM is. DeMarcus Cousins, an NBA player, very pogger. Okay. His real name is Linus Tech Tips. Okay, thank you.
No, and the goal was to come here and not try to antagonize, talking about, do you support black...
Bro, come on, bro.
Well, come on what?
Come on. Yeah, I mean, dude. Like, notice the difference between the mayor and, like, the first lady that they talked to at the fucking restaurant, who was like, yeah, of course there are, you know, racist people here. Like, obviously not everyone is racist, but, like, of course, like, there are areas that you shouldn't go to.
Okay.
Like, they have a Klan church, man. What the fuck? How are you going to sit here and be like, that's a lie. It's a lie that this town is racist.
Okay.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean the perception of the town is racist? Like, the leader of the KKK is literally living there. It's over.
Okay, but clearly it's not as racist as they made it seem like. Though, you know, it's so interesting that, like, they were talking about how the KKK had to, like, move it. It's like they were talking about how they moved people into a different town. The racists, they basically moved them out because they didn't want them anymore. Okay, listen. He's not saying the town's not racist. He's just saying that the town isn't as racist as people make it seem like. Okay, and they're not bad people. That's all they want people to know, Hasan. That's it.
At that point, it's fucking over. You know what I mean? You can't. I don't know.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Black Lives Matter. It was literally just to come here and just say, hello, how's your day going? We might have different viewpoints on religion or politics and everything like that, but at the end of the day, you and me, we bleed the same.
Absolutely.
We're both human beings, and I can honestly say everybody in this town has treated me like a human being.
You know, you might be doing something for us that we have been trying to find for 40 years. This is not going to be a prank. Or
bro, mayor of the town literally looks like a face app morph of all the Supreme Court justices in 1980. He also...
Okay. Why? Like, what's the motivation for that? I just don't get it.
It kind of looks like Mike Huckabee, but without, like, Mike Huckabee when he first lost the weight, kind of.
No, I just got dressed up.
The mayor is like so happy that someone's there to like, dude. Okay, so like hot take. I know Hasan like he doesn't really give a shit about anything he says, but this mayor probably cares about his city. And then when that whole video happened, he was probably really upset that people were looking at this town as like this horrible racist place. Not that it's not racist. Every place has their problems, but he's like, it's not like that. Like black people don't have to be in fucking fear when they walk the streets. So now that JiDion's here, he's like, oh, thank God. Like somebody's like showing that we're not such bad people. That's all the dude's trying to say, and we're just clowning on him. Like I don't understand. Holy fuck.
Okay, good.
The first thing I want to ask is,
you'd think you'd be a little bit more empathetic to this mayor, Hasan, since you're the mayor of Stupid Town. Got him. Whoa, not too bad. Not too bad. Very good joke. Very good dad joke.
What do you think about that connotation of Harrison being the most racist town in America?
You know, it just boils my blood because I know the truth.
You know what's crazy? Since I got here, I feel like it was very...
If it is the most racist town, it's not so bad.
Evident. Like, everybody here that I've met, they made a distinction. They said it's not Harrison. They're all over at Zinc.
It's not Zinc either.
Okay.
They're not racist.
Oh, yeah. Defend Zinc too, motherfucker. He's not even the mayor of Zinc, and he's still... Okay. All right, dude. All right. I mean, this guy... Whoo! Like, yeah, they're good people. They just hate black people, you know, like I do. They're good.
Okay, I mean,
good people. No one is racist.
You have one family up there. He happens to live there.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying
do you
just
feel
that?
like these videos have hindered that? Like, have you seen people move?
I guess all the other videos were just that one family. You know what I mean? That's where the. Okay. And they're just misinformed, you know. Oh Jesus!
I mean, I guess they are, since they were saying that people were telling them stories that black people had fucking tails they had to cut off them. So yeah, I guess they are really misinformed.
That video has just done us a lot of harm. Our office was...
Bro, he's more bent about the fucking video that shows that they're a racist. He's more bent about the video showing like some of the people in his town being like openly racist than the Klan living next door.
I don't understand, Hasan. Like, what is your point? Like, the guy was literally about to tell you about how, like, after that video dropped, they were getting bombarded with, like, messages. They were getting hate messages. You mean, you literally cry every day saying that, like, you have it so hard and you have it worse than everybody. Literally, he does say this because all the hate you get. And then this guy's expressing that he was, like, upset because he loves this town and he's probably not racist. And he wants people to understand it's not a racist town, even if it has problems. And you're like, oh, you're so dumb. You're racist. There's nothing that this guy could do or say to, like, make you shut the fuck up. Holy fuck.
The leader of the Klan living next door is not as big as a problem for him as is the lies, okay? If you cared about the lies of racism and you wanted to fucking combat it, you would try to do something about that. You know what I mean? You'd be like, you're not welcome here. You'd fucking hit him with like zoning ordinance.
What? Why would you? I mean, like, listen, I don't like racism, but isn't that the whole point of freedom of speech? Like, you're gonna start hitting them with zoning shit? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, I don't like racist people either. But if we got rid of every racist, like, we'd have to get rid of a lot of people, like most people. I don't understand. It's yourself included, because this video is very tone deaf and racist. But Jesus Christ, dude, holy fuck,
violations or something. You know what I mean? It's just
violations for what?
Fucking insane that you know, that's what he is. That's what he cares about, is the perception that people think they're racist.
God, shut the fuck up.
Just bombarded, and it just devastated Christine and I. She came in here crying one day because of the hate calls. And you know,
baby, loser.
The problem is, you know, the Rob families, they're going to move on sometime, but this video is going to be out there forever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I did come here and stuff like that,
thank you for the 5 subs.
Hearing that it's the most racist town in America, I was just, you know, going on expecting it, like, you know, the racism and stuff like that. Making a video, you know, like, oh man, this is what happened to me. But as I got here, I realized, I said, I cannot put that connotation on this town because I am not experiencing that, you know. I got some looks and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna anybody say anything. I've gotten a lot of love. People, I had actually a fan invite me over to his house for family dinner. Nice. We weren't able to make it, but
shit, bro, I would have made it. I would have gotten a to-go plate.
Mayor Jerry Jackson posted on the city's Facebook page saying police brutality doesn't exist here, and Harrison was peaceful before 2 people arrived with their Black Lives Matter agenda. Okay. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Okay.
All the comments are eating it up. Yeah, bro, if you're a fucking racist little white zoomer and you're watching JiDion, of course you're gonna fucking love it when your favorite black comedian is, you know, feeding into your worldview that, like, you know, being racist in an Xbox lobby is just me.
Bro, this is what it is. Hasan's whole take is that JiDion's just fucking dancing. JiDion's just a black man dancing for white validation. That's the entire thing. That's the whole video. That's Hasan's entire video. That JiDion is just fucking dancing for white validation. Holy fuck, dude.
Teams, and also, like, even the fucking Klan is like, you're just a little misguided, but overall they're not like racist. That's like, this is the best thing, you know?
Cool. Thanks.
They better write this down in history books. The best content JiDion makes is when he's respectful. Maybe he's not a menace to society anymore. Good character development. Not only is JiDion expanding my outlook on positivity, but he's really opened a new window for people to finally put an end to hatred. Keep on living, brother.
Okay.
My house tonight and spend the night.
Oh man, I wish we could, but
Yeah.
we gotta fly out. But
What's your last name? Maybe we can.
Adam.
We can. Hell, this will be Adams, Arkansas.
I don't know about all that. That'd be cool, but
No, I mean really, we need help. We need something, and you've got a reach that we don't have. God, you could do this for us.
I have to ask, with the the white pride radio sign, how come, especially with you being the mayor, like maybe like why wouldn't you be able to take that down?
I am so glad you asked. They put 4 of them up. When the first one went up, it was worse. I had a personal campaign to get that taken down, and I was able to do that. This last one is on his property. Legally, we can't do anything. It's First Amendment.
Well, Mr. Mayor, man, I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome, sir. You're
Wow, interesting. Good to know.
a pretty cool guy. I didn't know that.
No commentary on that, Hasan? Like, oh, interesting. This guy's probably not that racist since he wants to get rid of the advertisement for white power radio, but since he owns property, you can't do that. But what we need to do is socialist and take away property, and boom, no more freedom of speech, I guess. Listen, obviously it's shitty to have a fucking white-only radio, but, I mean, holy fuck, bro. Like, this guy's talking about how they're trying to get rid of the signs. They ran campaigns against it to get them taken down. Like, how are you not going to say something like, oh, yeah, I guess this guy's not so racist after all?
I try my best, but I'm not as cool as you.
I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that for reasons unbeknownst to you.
Well, I didn't see anybody want a picture with me.
That's what I'm saying. You got the man right here. You don't want a picture.
I don't need smoke.
Good video. I like it. The JiDion video wasn't bad. All right.
That was, that was an interesting video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, look.
what's a hot
You
take?
you can do that for anything. Like you can
Just say the N-word, Hasan. We both know that you want to.
rehabilitate a town's image if you want to, and you can make the town look worse than it is. Ultimately, that's the reason why I look to not like what the mayor is saying or not what like these videos are showcasing, but instead I look to systemic problems in a town. I look to demographic data, and I look to voting patterns, but more importantly, what people like that in positions of power have to say. So,
okay. I mean, I just don't know what to say. Hasan is fucking terrible, bro. I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna say? Takeaways, Hasan's fucking absolute garbage. That was lame, bro. That was lame. Yeah, that was shit. That was fucking lame. We're gonna watch JiDion's response now, since you all voted to do it. Let's see what he has to say. It's gonna be a little bit of reactception, but you know, we already reacted to his primary video, so we don't need to re-react to it. So let's get this going.
How do you say his name again? How do you say his name? Hasan. Okay.
I'm gonna
Hasan Anabi, right? Hasan Anabi. But there's this guy. His name is Hasan Anabi. Hasan Anabi. I'm just calling him Hasan. So he reacted to my. I've had several. He reacted to my going to the most racist town in America video, right? And you know, there's nothing.
Fantastic.
You know, anybody can react to my videos. Anybody can react to my videos and stuff like that. I watched the first 3 minutes of it, and I was reading the comment section. The reason why I want to react to this video with you guys is because this is the reason why. I felt very, 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 very patronized. And for you guys that don't know what patronize means, Siri, what does the word patronize mean?
Patronize means treat in a way that is apparently kind or helpful, but that betrays a feeling of superiority.
So
you want to hear the remaining one?
No.
Very true.
So I felt very patronized, like watching his video and then also reading the comments. So basically, if you guys seen the video of me going to the most racist town in America, right? So in the video, you know, I was expecting racism, and stuff like that, but ended up finding a town that had a negative connotation because of really one family that lives there. And so I changed the narrative of my video to show the good of the town, right? But, and you know what? I'm not gonna really blame Hasan or nobody, but I'm gonna blame his chat. Reading his chat and his comments, bro, look, the guys in the video act like racism doesn't exist if they're not the victim of a hate crime, when in reality it's usually passive aggressive, like needing to be outside your home, standing next to your trash can, whatever.
But like, it's so funny about that is like Hasan's video is passive aggressive towards JiDion. So like, if like that's, you're like, of course, that is how it works. We've talked about that like 100 times. Like the racism doesn't necessarily manifest itself as like, oh my God, I hate this person. It's more of like a feeling you have, and then you kind of you treat somebody like a little differently. You treat them with a little bit of stank, right? That's kind of like how it works for the most part. But like, that's what Hasan was doing. And he was right off the bat, he was like being a dickhead. Right off the bat, he was being like a toxic asshole. So like,
so basically, everybody in this comment section, I literally had someone in this comment section say, I don't even know what racism is. And I went on their profile picture, and they were a white person, and they were saying that I don't know what racism is. And it was just like, I was just baffled. Like, How are you gonna tell me I've been a black man, I've been a black boy, I've been a black kid, and now I'm becoming a black man, bro? How are you gonna tell me in my 21 years of life I don't know what racism is? And just because I
oh, that's kind of funny, dude. He's right. He's got a good point.
And push a narrative of a 3-minute video that was showing people saying racist things. And since I didn't push a narrative of, you know, black people being victims of racism and everything, and I actually showed the good of a town and stuff like that, I'm not smart enough, or I don't understand, or like I completely missed the mark and stuff like that. It was crazy. Like, bro, like it was crazy. So I want to react to this video, and then I want to read the comment section and stuff like that, because
I'll just increase the speed to 2x.
I felt, bro, when I tell you I've not felt like this in my life, like it's
by
crazy.
the way, am I committing a racism right now? I play balloons a lot, but is this racist? I'm sorry if this comes off as tone deaf, JiDion. I don't mean it. Okay, I just enjoy this game.
Basically, I felt like they were telling me how I should feel, and I felt the wrong way, and I portrayed the wrong way in my video, so they were demonizing me. And you guys are gonna see it, man. You guys are gonna see it. I thought that was the craziest thing ever. So we're gonna like guys, when I tell you this is gonna be the most serious you've ever seen me and stuff like that. Because what people like this like to do and stuff like that is when you get emotional, like you can be dropping pure facts and gems and stuff like that, but they'll get you at that moment of emotion that you were showing and then twist it and then just harp on that. So this whole video we're gonna react to and stuff like that, everything I'm not gonna cuss, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm literally just gonna give my honest opinion and reaction. And like, yeah, bro, that was like, man, that was crazy.
Okay,
it's not the video. We're not reacting to the video. We're reacting to Hasan and we're reacting to his chat. Several years ago, Harrison, Arkansas received the moniker of the most racist town in America.
Home of his KKK compound and Tom Robb.
That hatred is here, and we still don't tolerate it. I think if they want to start trouble, they should do it in their own town. We didn't ask for them.
So I was going through YouTube the other night, and I saw a video that caught my attention. It was called "Holding a Black Lives Matter Sign in America's Most Racist Town."
This right here is the biggest hoax there ever was.
It is the next thing to happen.
It is.
Inside this 2-minute video was a sneak peek of how the residents of Harrison, Arkansas behaved, and they were shown cussing at and berating a white man for doing nothing more than holding a Black Lives Matter sign.
You know, that's actually interesting. I wonder what their response would have been if it was a black person holding the Black Lives Matter sign. Like, I wonder. Like, I wonder if racists, I wouldn't doubt this, if like the racists were like more offended that a white guy was defending a black person or was defending like a black narrative. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's, I just wonder. That's all I have to say.
So I thought to myself, not only as a content creator, but also as a black man, I have to go to this town and find out firsthand the truth about the most racist town in America. All right, so
please tell me he's not going to whitewash this shit, right? Please.
Not that bad so far. Like, literally, everybody I've talked to.
Right off the bat, bro.
Like, what is that? Like, you know what? I can't even really comment on that comment because I don't know what he means by that. Like, what does that mean? Like, please tell me he's not going to whitewash this. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, I really want to know. Like, I can't even, like, give my reaction to what that comment meant because I don't understand what he meant by that. Like, I really want to know.
I mean, like, what Hasan means by that is like he's hoping that you don't portray this town as not a shitty town, whitewash it. And I think that the subtextual, like what he's saying in like a subtextual way, is that like, bro, I really think that it's like this whole fucking thing, like where he's like, oh, you're just dancing for like white racists. Like, I think that's what it is. Like, I think it's like a super fucking racist like take from that. And he would never say that, but like we said, like racism doesn't work in this outward way. You know, I think Hasan is showing his true colors. Okay, but
he's not gonna whitewash this shit, right? Please.
Not that bad so far. Like, literally, everybody I've talked to, they've been really nice. Bro, chill. Girls literally DM me talking about, can you please give me some of it? Like, you don't need it. Oh, not yet.
No shot, dude. No way.
Hello, everybody. As you guys can honestly tell, we're not from here. I'm from Atlanta, you know. I'm one of the best rappers coming out of there and everything like that. We've heard rumors that this is the most racist town in America, but so far, I'm not gonna lie, it's been like one of the nicest places.
And also keep in mind, y'all, his chat isn't gonna like me because during the whole Pokemon situation and everything like that, he was very vocal about me. Hasan was very vocal about me. So his chat.
Hasan is constantly reacting to JiDion, to be honest with you, like constantly. When I looked up this with the beef on YouTube, I looked up like Hasan JiDion. He's constantly talking about like everything that has anything to do with JiDion. It was actually bizarre. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he's very opinionated about JiDion. It's surprising. Well, it's not surprising.
So, I mean, you know, I'm not here to please him or nobody like that. But keep in mind, you're gonna see a couple like fuck this dudes and stuff like that. Like, you know. So keep that in mind. They already don't like me, but yeah.
Actually, let's go with Boo. My booty's kind of hurting, so I need more cushion. I'm not gonna lie, they're not really fitting our narrative. Like, man, it's the coolest town in America. Hey, can I ask you a question? How long have you lived here? 16 years. Like, how do you like it? They said that this place is like the most racist town in America, but like what have you seen here that you would like deem maybe racist?
Out in Zeke, which is probably like a 20-minute drive. The leader of the Ku Klux Klan or whatever lives out there.
So this isn't the racist town. Zink.
We have people, of course, but you're gonna find that everywhere.
So the thing is, like, this is gonna make him all so hard. I was hoping you would react to it. So one thing that we need to always establish is that, like, just because a fucking town is racist, one, doesn't mean that they're going to be like literally fucking running around and doing hate crimes to every black person they see. I don't know why Americans have such a twisted and broken fucking understanding of what racism is, which is weird. I mean, I know JiDion doesn't give a shit because he's like, you know, he's a content creator first. Like, that's what.
I mean, no, I do give a shit because, you know, first, I'm a black man. Like, it doesn't matter how much.
I know JiDion doesn't give a shit because he's just a content creator. Like, bro, come on. Oh my god, bro, it's just like this weird, like, condescending shit. He's like, you don't know as much as I do about racism. Like, I get it. I understand the fundamental argument. It's like, oh, like this is the fundamental argument. It's like, well, somebody who studies racism deeply, a white person who studies racism deeply has a better understanding of racism than a black person. That's the argument there. Fuck, I just fucked myself. Whatever. That's like what the argument is supposed to be. But like the reality is you're never gonna have like a lived experience as a white person through like a black person's frame. Like you can experience racism, but like unless you move out of the country and go live in a fucking other country where the system is controlled by somebody else, you're never gonna understand how that like impacts you on like a systemic level.
Followers I have or what influence I have. First thing first, I'm a black man, you know? Like, not everybody in the world knows who I am, you know? When people just see me walk down the street, just a regular black guy. So, first thing I do care. And then second thing, I don't have a skewed perception of what racism is. I've been black 21 years of my life. I know what racism is. I know the different forms that it comes in.
Bro, you know what's really interesting though? This is a really this video I think is like a phenomenal. Like Hasan has done a really good job destroying his career and credibility here, but calling JiDion out for I guess not being the right kind of black person. I don't really know. Because like JiDion has like he's a more fun content creator. He doesn't usually talk about race shit, right? And then when he does talk about it, like in this video, it's in a positive way of like, hey guys, like let's get along, which is a great message, right? He's not like necessarily interested in like the whole systemic aspect of it. He's more interested in like what individuals can do to defeat racism. And that's at least what I've seen, which I think is like fantastic. But now he gets to tell his audience, which is like edgier, and they probably don't understand racism. Like, yo, bro, I'm a black guy, and just being black. Like, I've experienced shit that, like, you guys probably wouldn't understand. And people are like, wow, I didn't think of it like that. Because they like him. You know what I mean? So, like, it comes off, like, really positive because it's coming from JiDion. Towards his, like, edgier fan base. But, you know, they might throw that casual N-word in the Call of Duty, in the Call of Dungus lobbies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying.
That, like, you know, I wasn't expecting... Like, was I expecting maybe someone to come to N-word and stuff like that? Who knows? And stuff like that. But I know the different forms of racism, and if I saw it, I would have called it out and stuff like that. So I don't know why you think, like, I just went there looking for the N-word and stuff like that. Because I know all the different forms of racism that it comes from. I know the conservative side of racism, and I know the liberal side of racism. Because on both spectrums, there's racism to the black community. On both spectrums. But if anything, like, what I see personally is on the conservative side of racism is way more blatant. Like, they'll be more straight up about it. But on the liberal side of racism, that shit is, like, so hidden and undertoned, and it has so many different layers that it's hard for a lot of black people to see the liberal side.
Bro, I'm honestly, like, it's good that we're seeing, like, we're understanding the progressive side of racism. Because like it really is fucked up, man. Like it's so hard to explain. There's so many different like things though. Like one of those things is like, oh, I know more about racism than you. I'm an educated a white fucking liberal, right? But then there's another thing, and like I've been trying to communicate this because like I think a lot of people have been there where they've done like they've done their own their own like progressive racism without realizing it, and I was there too. And this is like this is the best way that I feel like I could try to explain it to you guys of like what I mean by progressive racism in some of these instances. Right? Okay, so I remember, like, obviously I talk about stuff. I would talk about reparations in a way that was, like, it was bizarre. It's hard to, like, 100% communicate, but basically, I would say that, like, I supported reparations, right? This is gonna, just follow me on this. Now, the first thing that comes to people's mind when you say, like, oh, I support reparations is probably going to be giving money to like black people, right? Most people would say that. However, being the based person I am, however, when you press like a progressive who says that, a lot of times what they say is like, no. When I say reparations, I mean we need to like get rid of the systems that disproportionately negatively impact black people, right? So they trigger this response in your head, this idea of in their head of like what it means to I guess denounce racism or to support reparations. But then when you push them on it, they don't support it in the way that you think, even though they know that your first emotional response is going to be like, oh, reparations, like give money to black people. You know what I mean? So like whether you support reparations or not, and I don't support like giving money to black people in this sense because it's just not going to be good for society overall. We do need to like take care of systemic oppression. I think that we should focus more on poor people, whatever. That's my opinion. But like you say that, and it's for like brownie points because black people are like, oh yeah, see, he's like he understands that we're fucking struggling, and like most of the time, it's like most of the time, man, it's just really one of those things where like they'll say that, and like they know that they want you to think like, oh, I support like reparations to you, but like really you're just like saying you want to go after the system, and we should like obviously we should obviously target the system. or systems that disproportionately negatively impact black people, but I wouldn't call that reparations. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that should be labeled. Whether it technically it can be or you can't, you know, I wouldn't. I would say that it shouldn't like fucking necessarily be considered like reparations. But that I know it's like a weird thing for me to explain, but I'm just trying to like communicate what some of like progressive racism like looks like when people would talk about shit.
Racism, but it's still there. I'm just talking about the political side of racism and everything like that. So for you to say I don't care, obviously I do care. I care about my people. I love my people. I love being a black man. I have no shame about it at all, and I love my blackness and I love my people, and I'll never bring down my people or anything like that. So for you to say I don't care, like for me to go out there shows how much I care. Because like, bro, what would a banger video be if I died? I could have died while I was out here, but I risked my life because I wanted to actually see it for myself instead of letting a video dictate my opinion. A 2-minute video like that. I'm not gonna let a 2-minute video dictate my opinion of an entire town.
What he's always worried about is you know, making fucking clickbait stuff and doing comedy or whatever. It doesn't really matter what the like messages overall. But that's not how this works. Like, you know, racism isn't just done.
The video is 2 minutes. He's in the video 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and he already judged what the entire video was. He literally just judged what the entire video was. He literally just said, "I was just there to get a clickbait title and make some shitty jokes and do comedy and stuff like that." 2 minutes into the video,
pretty much all
like,
he does. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. You can literally see by like the intro, the tone that I had set. So it's just like, why are you already jumping to the conclusions of A, like what I went there for, and then B, how are you gonna like sit there and tell me how I should feel about a town that A, you just probably figured out about, and then B, a town I know for a fact you never stepped foot in. You've never been to Harrison, Arkansas. You haven't talked to the locals there. You haven't talked to the minority locals there like I did. So it's like, how are you gonna sit there and tell me like how it really is?
By acts of hate criming black people or saying things that are, you know, saying positive things about hate criming black people. That's not what racism is, right? And more importantly than that, though, what people also don't understand is like these sorts of towns are gonna have normal people. You know what I mean? They're always gonna have like they're always gonna have normal, regular ass, working class folks who are just trying to survive, who are not racist themselves. What do we always say? What do we always talk about when talking about like red states and whatnot? Like liberals have created this fucking weird attitude, especially in like liberal media, where oh, if you live in a fucking red state, like you're asking for it, you deserve to be punished. All my enemies live in fucking red states, and it's really frustrating because a lot of these people, one, you know, they're suffering way harder than you are because they're living in a fucking red state already. And two,
what do you mean that?
I mean, this person is a great example of this, 100%. Like, and two, like, there are plenty of people who could be convinced or have their minds changed. And more importantly than that, even the reason why we advocate for universal programs is specifically because, like, it doesn't matter. Even if someone is racist, they still get healthcare. I know that's a controversial take for some liberals in this community, and certainly liberals outside of this community. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, I don't care what you fucking believe in. You still, by virtue of being a human being, deserve certain fucking things, and healthcare is one of them.
What a life of
guy. Like, I just understand like how this conversation went from like us talking about the most racist town in America to like the obvious like liberty that, you know, whether you're liberal or conservative, that you deserve healthcare. Like, he's saying that's a controversial take. Who in their right mind would say that's controversial?
Like, I agreed.
Agreed. Like, you get healthcare just because of your political views. Like what that doesn't make
Hasan is literally asking for a fucking standing ovation right now. Like, it's fucking insane, bro.
Sense at all. Like, you're conservative, so you don't deserve help. Like, bro, you're not saying anything controversial. Like, that should be like a basic human right. It shouldn't be a controversial topic at all.
Of meaning is another. To be able to pursue a life that is fulfilling. And that, in and of itself, ultimately... I just saw someone in the chat say they don't matter. Like, bro, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing with a lot of people, bro. Like, they hear something they don't like, and they just shut off their brains and don't listen. That's why, like, bro, I literally talked to a guy that's in the KKK. And, bro, like, you guys think I agree with what he was saying? Do you guys honestly think I agree with what he was saying? Fuck no, bro. They think I'm literally a beast. They think I was like... they think I'm an animal. The guy literally told us in the Walmart, they think I'm an animal. But... what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to shut off my brain. I'm going to listen. For there to be change, we have to listen to both sides. Both sides have to listen to each other. But one side censors the other side, and the other side just blocks out, it says la 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 what the other side says. That's why we're in the situation that we're in today. Because nobody wants to talk to each other. You can't talk to like-minded people and expect change. It's impossible. It's literally impossible.
I'm trying to think of what I need to do for this round. Fuck.
You have to talk to people that have different perspectives.
And itself ultimately makes it harder for reactionary psychos to take advantage of the volatility and you know, red pill people. Anyway, let's continue.
Bro, I mean, everybody's saying that this is the most like racist town in America.
Yeah, supposedly it is.
But it's been like chill. Like,
it's chill. I love it here, actually.
This is not made up. The KKK, he's neighbors with the fucking leader.
yeah. Really? And you did like be my ass if I like showed up?
Honestly?
No, they don't.
I don't know.
Like,
I heard stories.
So he's a current leader.
Yeah.
And he's cool people.
I met him.
Pretty cool, but
This is the man we need to find.
Bro, that's, I mean, dude, okay, that's a little bit twisted. Dude, that's fucking insane. When you talk about like the leader of the KKK, he's cool. Okay, dude, well, I mean, my man's really out here trying to get himself hate crime for the Vine, dude.
I'm trying to get myself hate crime for the Vine. Like, bro, I don't think you realize, you know how patronizing that is? I'm really asking you, do you know how patronizing that is that you're telling me, like, bro, you know how condescending that is, bro? Like, you're sitting here behind the screen just talking and stuff like that, but I'm actually out here, like, trying to figure things out for myself. And no, I'm not out here, I'm not out here talking shit about anybody. I'm literally going there as, like, an honest human being. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get hate Vine for the Vine. I'm trying to get hate crime for the Vine. I think Brody knows what, you know, I'm gonna give Hasan the benefit of the doubt, but, bro, I do not need to clickbait anything. I don't need horrible reactions, bro. If I wanted to get people to call me the N-word out there, I could have baited it so easy. Cut off the fluff where like I baited them, and just had to be a compilation of me getting called the N-word, yada 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 yada. I could have been fucking antagonizing them and stuff like that. But like no, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I want to find the truth. I want to go there as a human being and treat them like human beings. They might not see me as a human being. It is what it is. But I'm gonna treat them like a human being and stuff like that. But you're just seeing the negative in this, and you're only 3 minutes in. And you think I'm just trying to fucking get someone to call me the N-word. That's what you think I'm only trying to do. That's literally what you think. That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Fine, y'all. Guys, I tell you, we came to this town with no preparation. We just came here expecting racism to come to us, so we're gonna have to go to racism.
So just bait people? Yeah, I know about some fucking black guy there. And then just kind of friendly.
This is a bunch of shit dude just not sending this video.
Bro, you might have connections to White Pie Radio. Like,
oh, we gotta get some bars on White Pie Radio.
Alright, boys, so Brandon literally got food poisoning when we were inside the place and stuff like that. Brody actually like started throwing up like crazy. He's actually really bad. So he's gonna be in this hotel chilling and stuff like that. So I was thinking about going to Zinc.
guys permit off Twitch. Why are you risking your stream for this meme video? Why are you so brain diseased that you're like, I can't watch a fucking video that is like already accrued, okay? 3.4 million views over the course of the fucking past 24 hours.
Hey guys, why can't I watch a popular video? So like that's really all he's saying. He's like, guys, why the fuck? Why are you yelling at me? I need something to talk about for money. And like, listen, I'm there too. But he's like yelling. That's why he's yelling at people. That's all he's yelling at people for. It's just kind of funny. All right, here's the thing. I think I know what I need next.
Hours that is inherently political, that is about fucking possibly this person, either A, whitewashing white supremacists, or B, not. Shut the fuck.
How do you whitewash white supremacists? Why are you going in this thinking that I'm gonna go in here trying to make white supremacists look good? Like, why is that your first thought? Like, why? Like, do you think that?
Because he thinks that he literally thinks that JiDion is a fucking black performer. He looks at black people that don't agree with, like, I guess whatever status quo, or excuse me, he looks at black people who don't agree with him or what he thinks black people should think as like performance pieces. Like, that's it. He looks at you like a fucking, like, dude, I mean, like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucked up. Like, you're a fucking performer to him. Like, that's it.
Do you think I think that little of my race that I'm gonna go in there to like try to like make it look like white supremacy is great and stuff like that just for some views and click? Like, do you honestly think I'm that pandering and that pathetic? Like, that's what it sounds like you're saying. That's what it sounds like you're saying. And then, you know, and like you saying the video is political and stuff like that. I would honestly say that this video is really not political at all. I would honestly say that. Like, deadass, at the core of this video, I feel like we showed that human beings are human beings and stuff like that. But that's the thing. Hasan, he went into this video with already a negative like thought process and stuff like that. But I promise you guys, as he watches this video, he's not gonna see the negative connotation that he's already expecting, even though he's only 3 minutes in. I promise you, he's not gonna see that. And I want to see what he said. I want to see what his reaction is to me not baiting, me not whitewashing white supremacy, and me just being a regular human being asking other regular human beings regular questions. I really want to see what he says about that.
Fuck up. Shut the absolute fuck up, please. What the fuck is wrong with you, motherfuckers? That are like long-term community members who are like, I know more than you do.
LJiDion in the chat says I'm whitewashing white supremacy. LJiDion in the chat. My bad, y'all. My bad.
I know more than you do. I'm gonna your stream. What to do. He is not the main focus. He is not the main focus of this fucking video. The main focus of this video is white supremacy. What the fuck are you doing?
The main focus is not about white supremacy. It's about the town. That's the thing. I was the most racist town in America. I'm not talking about white supremacy or anything like that. I'm asking about the town, trying to figure out if it's the most racist town in America. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You're over here just assuming that it's all about white supremacy and stuff like that.
Hasan watches on stream and didn't get banned. It's fine. Yeah, shut up. It's fine. It's fine. Other people are watching it too. Some people are saying to fuck with you. Others just know Twitch staff don't care about any of the reasons. They don't want to risk you having a week vacation, etc. That would be psychotic. This video has 4 million, almost 4 million fucking views in like 24 hours. It's guiding people's minds and mentality. Other content creators have also watched it on the platform to its completion. So chill out.
Would that be a bad idea? I'm trying to do an interview with Rob Tom.
Bro, dude, in order for me to do this strategy, I need the upgrade that I don't have the XP for. Fuck me. Come on.
Oh, be careful. Is that bad?
Alright.
For real? That's what I'm saying, like, cause like
Speaking of which, I'm responding to like silly chatters right now, but once again, when the donation goes is if I hit 150k in the fundraising goal, I will not respond to any negative criticism, commentary that derails the stream for an entire 7 days. Okay, I will hold myself to it. I swear.
You're gonna make me come, Hasan.
You too. Thank you guys.
You're gonna make me come. Lay me on the bed.
So people don't really have information on them. Their mindset is on trying to keep, you know, it kind of whitewashed here.
Yeah.
You know, I want more people to just get out of the hood in general.
All right, boys, man. So right now we don't have any leads on how we can get over to Zinc. So we're trying to see if we can find anybody that knows any people over there. So that way, like, we won't really become unannounced and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be like really cool if we could get like an interview with the leader of the KKK. Isn't it crazy how like we went to the most racist town in America, but we're like looking for the racism. Oh, that was a Confederacy flag, but it's just the Arkansas flag. Never mind. We found it.
Stars and bars, baby.
I need to talk to him. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about the Confederacy flag? There's this girl in that was my elementary school. Her dad had the Confederacy flag tattooed on him, right? That girl only dates black dudes. And when I tell you, this guy is one of the nicest dudes. Like, I never dated her or nothing like that. But like, I would go over to her house and stuff like that. Dude would treat me like family. Dude would treat her boyfriends like family and stuff like that. And like I mean, you know, you can think what you want about the Confederacy flag, but when I hear like white people that like rep the Confederacy flag and they say that they're not personally racist, that they just do it for their heritage and stuff like that, a small percentage of me believes that just from off that one like interaction with that one dude. Because when I tell you guys, this dude did not have a racist bone in his body. When I tell you, like, maybe he said some shit behind closed doors, who knows? But like when I tell you, this dude would show nothing but love and everything. Like, that dude would show love. You can have your opinion about the Confederacy flag and stuff like that. I definitely have my opinion about it and stuff like that. But whenever I see people having it on their trucks or having tattooed on them, I don't automatically assume that they're racist. You know, I like want to know the person. You know, you might talk to them, you might find out they are racist and stuff like that. But I don't close my mind off just when I see that flag. A lot of people, they see that flag and they run the opposite direction as fast as possible and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. That was just me. I just thought about that.
Business handle. I don't like racism. Excuse me, man. You know Tom Robb by any chance?
I don't like racism.
You guys know who Tom Robb is?
I don't know why it makes me check.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is what journalism is. You have to find the scoop. By any chance, you know anybody that lives in Zinc? You know, trying to have an interview with the leader of the KKK, Tom Robb. It's looking more and more like we just have to go out there. Attention, patrons of Walmart. I am trying to conduct an interview with Tom Robb. Does anybody know Tom Robb by any chance? Raise your hand if you might know Tom Robb.
Bro, that's fucking bananas.
No, you guys know Tom Robb?
I mean, low key, like, that is kind of wild that he's doing that. Like, I mean, he's actively trying to put himself in a situation where he is like physically going to be harmed potentially.
Bro, oh my gosh, man. Like, I'm not fucking pussy. Like, just because they're in the KKK and they don't like me doesn't mean they're gonna fucking kill me. JiDion is a clown and stuff like that. You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? I bet you all these people, when BLM was happening back in 2020 and stuff like that, they were reposting the black square and stuff like that, all that stuff, anything Black Lives Matter related, retweeting and stuff like that. But I bet you these niggas would never leave their house, go into the field, and then also, I bet you these niggas would never do some shit like this. Because how are you gonna stop racism if all you're gonna do is just cancel it behind the screen? Like, you can't, bro. You're gonna have to get down and dirty and get in the field and stuff like that. And these niggas are calling me a clown. This is the cringiest.
Well, Hasan would say, well, I'm not an activist, though. I'm not an activist, so I don't need to do that. I'm not an activist, so I'm not an activist.
And stuff like that. But I bet you if you ask any of these people, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm totally against racism. But if I was asking them to come out with me to help like make a change and stuff like that, these niggas would stay right in their chairs, bro. They would not fucking leave their house at all. They would stay right in their fucking chairs and just watch behind the screen. Just watch, see what happens. Oh my gosh, you're shivering me timbers. I'm not gonna come, but like, I wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna put the black square on my feed. On everything.
Now, obviously, the goal of this, or rather the message from this, should it fucking turn into like, oh yeah, well, he didn't literally get hate crime immediately, which means like, oh, there's nothing to worry about or whatever, but it is still wild.
Yeah, how you doing? Good, good. Yes, sir.
I grew up with both of his sons.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't use my name. You know how gangs are.
Yeah.
Like if you call somebody out in your own hometown.
Yeah.
But when you want to know.
I don't know. We're not trying to know anything. Like, we just, like, me personally.
You won't give me
You don't think it
Brother, I can tell you some story. How we used to have to cut the tails off black people when they were born.
What?
Okay.
So do they have a lot of pull in this area?
You used to have to cut the tails off black people when they was born. Wait, what the fuck does that even mean? This is like what is this?
No, what I want to know, you saying you want to know what that means and stuff like that. I want to know what you mean by me saying that I'm trying to whitewash white supremacists. That's what I want to know what that means. You're saying that's just wild. I think what you said is more wild than what he said that his fucking that Tom Rob's kids were saying. I think what you said in this video is the most wildest thing.
He's coming. He's coming.
But I think what you said in the beginning is the most racially motivated thing that even when I was in the town, that was more racially motivated than anything I heard in the town, bro.
At least the racist guy in fucking Arkansas. Like what? Wait, hold up. What? This guy is the guy who's like against the KKK, right? He's saying that's the stories he tell. Oh, okay. I did not understand. I thought he was saying that, which would be fucking ridiculous. I don't know why I thought that. Oops.
Because you only hear the negative, that's why. You only hear the negative.
I'm a sellout. To the hill folks. To the people around here.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
And they're also starting to step out for once.
I've been around here, like, I've been seeing nothing but nice people.
The only reason I come up is you got balls.
Oh, for asking that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going there to change his mind. You know, like, he grew up believing what he believes.
So they have a church. If you read your Bible, he was created by God shaping him in a clay and breathing breath in his nostrils.
Yes, sir.
That's the Bible. You are considered no different than a cow, a horse.
So they preached that, like, we were.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, good, man. Y'all watch the vids?
Yes, bro.
Appreciate y'all boys, man. Appreciate y'all boys.
I'm still talking about some superstar don't even damn know. You don't know him? No.
I do YouTube.
You know how you get there? I ain't gonna see you because I don't forget.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty charismatic guy. Like, hey guys, what's good, y'all boys?
It's crazy, bro.
How long y'all been living out here, bro?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, y'all? You know what's crazy? He stopped the video about the guy talking about the crazy stuff, all that and stuff like that. But there's been 4 interactions that I've had with people that recognize me in the quote-unquote most racist town in America. And he has not stopped the video once to acknowledge that. I don't know if he's gonna stop it later and stuff like that. But that's what I've noticed. He has not stopped the video once to acknowledge the love that I've gotten so far. Not once. Not once. It's been 3 times.
Not a bad point.
So I want to see what he's gonna say whenever we get to the school.
Have an interview with Tom Robb. Yeah. I mean, y'all could take me to him, but like, I gotta figure out if he'll want to have me.
You know where all the churches, so.
For real. You guys have Snapchat?
Yeah.
All right, here, do me a favor. Could you go up there, kind of like tell them about me? I'm not gonna spin the story or nothing. Right. I just wanna have an interview, just talk. But if you guys get this interview going, you're legends.
Oh, we'll get. By the way, thank you to the anonymous donor who donated $10,000. Someone anonymous donated $10,000. That was fire. That was dope. We are officially now, 9K away from starting immediately. Me not reading Malding comments.
Good for you.
But you guys part of it?
Why would he be anonymous, dude? If it's the ethnic Santa guy, then he should have fucking put his name. That was for the Santa? Okay, send me proof.
Hey, bro, next biggest thing, he identifies as a white man. That's crazy, y'all. Like, bro, he literally like pulled me aside to like warn me. He's like, bro, you got
raising money for abortion clinics be illegal if Roe gets overturned. What are they gonna do, bro? Arrest me? God, that'd be like you're just chopped. Go get. I mean,
he's just skipping through it. I agree.
Because these funds like.
Alright, y'all, after a little bit of
searching, just fucking skipping right the fuck through it.
Infamous sign, whiteprideRadio.com. It can't be racist because they have a puppy on it. So like, that's pure reverse psychology, and that's Tom Robb's son right there. So like, what even is White Pride Radio? You're tuning into White Pride. White is right. White Pride Radio.
It's not crazy if this motherfucker get more jacked. Like I feel like the last time he was in like controversy and shit, he was not this jacked. I feel like he's gotten in better shape and lost some weight.
He wasn't so jacked, bro.
That's the first W thing he said all day. That's the first W thing he said all day, y'all. That's the first W thing he said all day. That's the first W thing he said all day, man. Hey. Your boy been in the lab, man. Your boy been in the lab. You know what? I appreciate that, Hasan. I appreciate that.
I can't do it. That's why I was coughing.
Where's the song?
You do have 4.6 rush.
Got my ad. Got the dough. Got the dough. Housekeeping.
Yo, you feel better? No, you don't.
I was going like crazy.
Still? Yeah. Yo, Walker, so tell me everything that happened when you went up there.
We went this long dirt road, right? We had no service. We went up to his house where he was at. He had this dude out there. We asked if we could see Tom. See if Tom was here, right?
Yeah.
He didn't say a word. Like, okay. And he went to the house and he got Tom. And we was like, would you got time for a meeting? And Tom was like, I got time. He's like, what are we talking about? He was like, not because he's African American, nothing like that. Like, he said that.
At least it's not racist.
See, that's okay. That's this video so far has not been as bad as I thought it was going to be. But like, bro, I mean, this is a great example of like literally.
Bro, that's crazy. This video has not been as bad as I thought it was gonna be, bro. Like, that is so rude. That is like, I mean, I don't care about your opinion about me and stuff like that. Like, you can have whatever opinion you want.
That's true.
This
is kind of rude.
But like, damn, you went in with negativity.
I mean, this is a great example of like literally the leader of the KKK being like, oh, I don't have time, not because he's black. Like, yeah, there you go, dude. There you fucking go. Okay, there you go. Even the leader of the KKK does like the fucking civility politics. Like, bro, you are literally the leader of the Klan. Like, what do you mean,
bro?
Like, what are you worried about getting fucking canceled?
It was
you
a joke.
dude, you're gonna go on Twitter, they're gonna cancel you.
It was a joke, man. It was a joke. I was just making a joke.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys from your school know that I'm telling stuff like that.
I'm sorry.
What if y'all and y'all friends come by, scoop me up, and we go drive up there together? How fast can you get this all set up?
By the way, another thing I will mention is that we're not living in the 60s anymore, and I feel like
I'm just trying to think of what my next move is. I think my next move is to shit myself.
Sorry. It's like at least my experience
I'm not
with
gonna win this.
most
I'm
black
gonna
friends of
cry.
mine is that, and especially because like I myself am so fucking white,
I'm not
that
doing
white
this
people
right.
are more confident being super over the top racist around other white people rather than around a black person. So like just because they're, you know, if you see a white person fucking being like super nice and not racist immediately in the sight of a black person, that doesn't change the reality that might be fucking.
So in your words, since you say you're super white and everything like that, and you're giving your perspective as a white person, how white people talk to other white people about other races and stuff like that, why are you telling me as a super white person, as you said, how to feel as a black person about going to the most racist town in America? Do you see why I felt patronized? Do you see, like, I mean, I'm assuming that you might react to this and stuff like that. If you don't, I really don't care. But do you see why I feel patronized? You just quote unquote said that you're a super white person, and you're telling me as a black person how I should feel about going into the most racist town in America, bro.
Well, Hasan's not gonna give a shit about how JiDion feels. I doubt it. I doubt he's gonna
Let's do it.
like, oh, you know what?
If Tom can't make time for me, I'm gonna make time for Tom.
How are these motherfuckers still operating, bro?
And for everybody saying he didn't and stuff like that, if you go back to the beginning and stuff, he was literally saying, like, he wasn't saying rude or nothing like that, but what he was saying was, he was basically saying it was stupid what I was trying to do, saying that, like, bro, the racism's not gonna come to you and stuff like that, because he was assuming that I was going out there looking for the racism and stuff like that. And he was like, well, obviously they're not gonna be outwardly racist to you and stuff like that, because that's what he was assuming that I was trying to do. He was assuming that I was trying to bait out the racism and stuff like that, and like how I should look for it and stuff, when that wasn't what I was trying to do. That's what I'm saying. He was telling me I was doing it the wrong way, when it's like, I'm a black person. Like, I know all forms of racism and I know what it looks like.
Bro, that's gonna be part of the marketing team, bro. I would have a KKK pop. RDX KKK. That'll be a nice collab. But the trash talk would be wild in the game lobbies. Alright, boys, I'm about to meet my army. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where I started, but pretty excited. It's crazy, like, the power that I have as a creator. Like, I don't think myself as a YouTuber, but I'm literally bringing people out with me to go visit the KKK. Like, if you were to tell me I was gonna do that back when I was in high school making videos, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would've believed you. You guys told your parents what you guys are doing, right? Oh, okay. Alright, they told their parents. Don't get mad at me. Mom, I'm going to the KKK headquarters. Bro, look at this, y'all. Look at this comment right here. At Hasan, he's so naive, it's infuriating. Like, bro, I'm telling you guys, it's really not him. Like, he's not saying nothing like that, but bro, I'm telling you, he's not really saying nothing, but it's his fan base. When we read these comments, just keep on reading chat, y'all. Bro, you guys are gonna see, bro, these people are patronizing as fuck. The parents, so don't get mad at me. Mom, I'm going to the KKK headquarters right now. Mom, it's bigger than black and white. I love you, Mom. He is drunk on
I think I fucked this up.
Alright, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm about to be Grand Wizard. I gotta go. This is a game? It's a game? We're gonna have a meeting. I know you guys watch the videos for jokes and everything like that, but this is not no joking matter. We're gonna let them know. It's bigger than black and white. Marquez Brownlee on me, Marquez Brownlee on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
So stupid, dude. What a fucking. Okay. Marquez Brownlee on 3.
Oh my god. Oh shit, we got some people right here. Hello, how you doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Mr. Rob was maybe here? I'm a YouTuber. My name's JiDion. I was wondering if we had like maybe like a little dialogue with Mr. Rob if he has any free time and stuff like that.
Right now, he's getting different stuff together for the conference that's coming up. So
I heard about that. What? Can I ask what that conference is about?
Faith and freedom.
I don't know if there's any way maybe I could come. No.
Especially not.
Paranoia
some people have.
We aren't anarchists. We just came, you know, it's America, you know.
I mean, God forbid, bro. God forbid. We aren't anarchists. Like, don't worry. We're not socialists or nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. Why?
Look at how polite he is, by the way. He's forming the local teens into a gang. Yeah.
I'm forming the local teams into a gang, bro. Bro, I swear, man. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. Because you guys don't know Hasan, he's like really liberal. He's like on the liberal side and stuff like that. And his viewer base is liberal and stuff like that. Just as much as conservative people are racist, bro, liberal people are just as racist, bro. They are like, and the thing that's funny about it is liberal people think that they're so much better than conservative people because they're not racist. But bro, it's like their racism is like literally on the same level. And you ask any black person, like they will tell you the same thing, bro. Literally conservative racism and liberal racism is neck and neck. It's literally neck and neck. The only thing is, one of them is just more outwardly about it. That's the only difference. That's the only difference.
They're making a pro-black. They're making a pro-black gang against our anti-black gang. It's fucked up.
You know, freedom of speech and everything like that.
Actually, I don't believe in that. Because if you have someone who can lose their job and their ability to support their family that they love, where they might have been brave enough to speak up, they won't put their children and their wife at risk.
So do you feel like here,
bro? This is a wild fucking take when you consider what he's talking about. Like he's saying he doesn't believe in free speech. How can you have free speech when like telling the truth can impact your loved ones and that will stop you? But like obviously instead of the solution being like abolishing at-will employment, like the right to work states or anything like that, or fucking building unions, and it's you know, voting for the Republicans who created the system. But also the fundamental reason behind what he's talking about is like the truth, the bravery that he's mentioning here is literally the brave truth that he's mentioning here that he's like too afraid to say is about being racist. What the fuck?
Bro, I agree. Like his truth is about him being racist and stuff like that. But that's what freedom of speech is, bro. As long as you're not fucking harming anybody and stuff like that, you should be able to say whatever you want. Like, I mean, you know, now, don't get me wrong, if you say the N-word and stuff like that, if you have a private employer and stuff, you can get fired. It just is what it is and stuff like that. But that's what freedom of speech is. You should have the right to say whatever you want. You should have the right to say whatever you want. So whether I definitely don't agree with him, bro. The nigga doesn't like me. Obviously, I don't agree with him. But I know that in our country, in the First Amendment, we have freedom of speech. And if he wants to say whatever he wants to say about me or my people, he has that God-given right.
The truth is spoken?
I would say as much as can be.
From the videos I've seen online and stuff like that, I'm sure you've seen them. Yeah. You know, I was expecting them just like, you know,
or maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. We'll see.
Foot in the town and called the N-word, but
if even make you feel better, I'll try it for you.
I just kept on hearing people. They were like, "Nah, the racists aren't in Harrison. They're over in Zinc," and they were talking about how like they like kind of kicked you guys out of Harrison.
No white person, for the most part, moves to seek out diversity.
What the fuck did I do? Oh my god, I got the wrong fucking
update. What? Money. Me personally, like, I agree to a certain extent and stuff like that. You know, as black people, you know, we look out for each other. You know, so, you know, people say black power, they look out for black businesses and stuff like that.
I'm not a segregationist. I'm a separationist.
What is going on, bro? Bro, he's a separationist, not a segregationist. Dude, what was the fucking point of segregation? Idiot, it was separate but equal. You just repeated the same thing. Like, people during segregation were just saying that. That was what they were saying. They were saying, like, oh, separate but equal. Brother, what the fuck do you mean? There is no distinction there, dude. What the fuck?
I'm gonna lose this, bro.
Like, I don't want segregation. I just don't want to even see or think about a black person. I'm not racist. I just don't like black people. Stage rats! My man should have moved to Portland. Like, he should have moved to Oregon, dude. That's literally the foundational principle of Oregon as a state is literally they hated black people so much they were anti-slavery, okay? Because slavery implied that there would be black people around. Like, they literally were just like, no, we don't even want slavery because we want to be away from black people that badly.
white countries are expected to become melting pots of humanity. And that's my stance. I oppose white genocide.
Dude, the funniest part is, like, as this motherfucker, like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? If you don't want it to be a fucking melting pot, which, by the way, why is that bad? You know, obviously. But if you don't want it to be a fucking melting pot, like, you know, don't colonize, motherfucker. And even then, it's like, well, we got to do that, obviously. It's like, talking about white genocide. Oh my god, this is awesome. Woo! Brother, let me tell you something, okay?
You see, I'm not gonna lie. What Hasan's saying is not wrong, but what he's saying is what the problem is that, like, the way he's just talking is like, you fucking dumbass, like, da-da-da-da-da, and like, I mean, obviously I don't agree with what this dude is saying and stuff like that, but the way he's responding to it is it's not leaving open for a conversation to be had. If a conversation can't be had, there can't be a change. That's the whole problem. When you think you're completely in the right and you just say everything that you want to say and then be like, that's in the case, close the book, boom, it's over, then there can't be a conversation to be had to where, like, there can be change and stuff like that. That's why I'm literally letting him say everything that he's saying without interrupting him, without, you know, interjecting what I think and stuff like that, because I want to get to the bottom of what he thinks and stuff like that. And like, Hasan is like literally pausing it before he even finishes what he's saying and not letting him finish what he's saying because it already turned him off. It already, like, oh, that was too racist. You know what? Boom, 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 boom. Case closed. Case closed. If you say anything else, you're canceled on Twitter. Like, bro, like, there has to be a conversation that can be held because obviously the conversation isn't gonna fix this dude. Like, this dude's too far gone. But that conversation is gonna help someone else that's gonna hear it and stuff like that. And that was my whole mindset with this. I'm gonna have this conversation. I'm gonna not let him close it, and I'm not gonna let myself close it, even though personally I want to close it. I'm gonna leave it open so people can hear. And if there's people that do think like him and stuff like that, and do have that same mindset as him, they can hear this conversation and maybe they can like start thinking, bro. Just start thinking. Instead of being closed-minded, just start thinking.
Let me tell you something. You want to know the immediate consequences of not having a melting pot, brother? Okay, you know, homies are out here inbreeding harder than fucking pugs to have the exact same kind of genetic disorders, and then talking about how like we need to maintain white purity, brother. What the fuck do you mean maintain white purity, brother?
Become melting pots of humanity, and that's
like no whole shit, but like that little spiel that he went on is just all lip service, bro. It's just all lip service, like, and like that just is what it is, bro. That was all lip service for his audience to hear, to be like, yeah, Hasan, you're right, great job, bro. Like case closed and stuff like that. You can't have lip service. You gotta have a conversation.
My stance: I oppose white genocide.
I'm not here to change anybody's mind or nothing.
He said, I oppose white genocide. For the record, this is why I make white genocide jokes all the time, because it's fake. And if you believe in white genocide, you are as racist as a dumbass, because whiteness is a concept built around exclusion and purity for the in-group that is the powerful group, okay? The one that has power. So just always remember that, like, the only way to stop white genocide, in his mind, is to stop race mixing. That's what their advocacy revolves around. Stop immigration from black and brown countries, only have immigration from white countries, and also, more importantly, stop miscegenation once again. Make it illegal to have interracial marriages. Because that's the only way you can stop white genocide, because whiteness, when you think about it, whiteness is a concept. Like, how does whiteness go away? Even if it's if we were to assume that it's a bad thing, that whiteness is going away, and not just like a regular way of living, and that there's no reason to try and stop whiteness. Like, there's no association with it that's supposed to be positive. Literally fucking stopping race mixing. It's the only way you can stop it.
Like I said, like that's why I just want to, like, I feel like the conversation should always be had, because I feel like for there to be improvement into the future, you have to hear something different than your own opinion.
JiDion forgot that in the original video, the guy was holding a BLM sign. Most racists don't just see a black guy and start screaming. I mean, most racists are not gonna fucking see a black guy and start screaming regardless. You know what I mean? I mean, white purity like this. I'm not clicking on this link. It's sus, okay? And you're only a 1 month subscriber. I'm just letting you know.
Didn't get an assumption made by me, and they wonder if,
bro, like, I shouldn't have to. Like, they're saying like the only way I would have seen racism is if I wore like a Black Lives Matter shirt or sign and stuff like that. Like, bro, I promise you, you bring a Black Lives Matter sign to anywhere in fucking like a red state or something like that, you're gonna have a discourse with somebody. But just because you're having that discourse with them doesn't necessarily mean that they're racist and stuff like that. Because what the problem is that all lives matter and Black Lives Matter became more about a politic issue than it did about a race issue. That's the thing. When politics got introduced into both sides, that's when all shit broke loose. That's when it really went down the shitter. Because when you really think about it, all lives matter is literally just conservative people, and Black Lives Matter is liberal people. It's the same battle, but just with a different fucking font on it. That's all it is. That's really all it is. So they're saying like, oh, you're not gonna see racism unless you wear a Black Lives Matter shirt and stuff like that. It's basically them saying, oh, you're not gonna see racism unless you go there saying that you're fucking liberal. Like, bro, no. Like, I shouldn't have, like, bro, my skin is all I need to wear. Bro. I don't need to wear no. I don't have to have a sign. I don't have to have a Black Lives Matter sign or whatever like that. The reason why that dude held up that sign and stuff like that, and I promise you on everything, he knew he was gonna get a reaction. And out of all 24 of those people that said something racist, only 3 of the people lived in that city, and they found all those people. Only 3 of the 24 people lived in that city. The rest of them lived in other areas and stuff like that.
Black people did something bad to me. Well, white people have done something bad to me, and I don't hate them either.
Yeah.
But it's never about that. It's I have a certain set of beliefs.
I was expecting to come here and have like a civil, conversation like this, but I came here with the heart to come with that, and I appreciate you coming out with the heart to have that same conversation with us. You know,
what is Zoomers are unsalvageable, dude. I swear to fucking God. I know that people are gonna turn around. Young JiDion fans are gonna turn around and fucking yell at me and be like, he's black, you're not. What the fuck do you know about racism or whatever the fuck? But like, goddamn, dude, just straight brain broken. If you're like, oh, what a civil conversation. This dude's literally a fucking white separatist, man. He just said it. He said it openly. Like, he's part of the Klan.
Bro,
I thought I lost, dude. I got my tier 3 pop, baby. Fuck you. This is hard.
Fucking problem, bro. Like, okay, yeah, the nigga's in the Klan. Fuck it. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't care that he's in the Klan and stuff like that. I just wanted to have the dialogue.
You know what's so interesting is that, like, listen, what it sound like, listen, bro. This is one of those things where it's like, how do we get rid of racism? And it's like, I mean, like, who the fuck do you really know? This is so, like, listen, you got a black guy here. He's like, I think that the way that we get rid of racism is by being nicer to racists than we want to be. Okay. But to Hasan, it's just like not enough. There's like this whole fucking tone policing shit. Like, it's not enough. It's not the right way to go. It's not correct. It's fucking incredible, dude. It really is. I like, why not just shut the fuck up and like listen to this dude talk about like his experience and try to like to do like what he feels is the best way. And maybe it is. I mean, I don't know. Fuck do I know? You know, but it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And it's actually like, it's also like interesting in another way too, because I mean, okay. So this is hard to express, but there's like this whole aspect here where, okay, it seems like white people are more. They seem to like race bait. How do I say this in the right way? Okay. I'm trying to figure out like a way to express this. I'm having a difficult time. All right. So when it comes to race issues, white people seem to be more volatile than black people. Generally speaking, that's my experience. A lot of white progressives will be like, I'm not racist and I hate racists. So what they'll do is they'll like be shitty towards like other people, and they'll cause the conversation to like blow up in like a negative way. And then who receives the negative attention from that? Black people. So like JiDion is coming at this in like very positively, you know? And maybe you could say that maybe it's very like from your perspective, you think it's too positive, but that's probably because from his experience, like any level of resistance has been met with a disproportionate response from like white racists. And then like white progressives, racists who like use Black Lives Matter to be like hateful towards other people. They just exaggerate shit that's going on. They make other racist people angrier, and then those racist people, I guess we'll say conservative racists in this sense, but they end up like just attacking black people more. So there's no skin in the game. So Hasan's like, oh my God, you're not mean enough. But it's like, well, the meaner that you are, the more volatile the response is from like racists, and JiDion probably has lived that experience. And so like, yeah, unfortunately, I would imagine a part of like his racism experience is that like he has to monitor himself and tone police himself more because he's the one that would face like backlash. So he's like, hey, in my experience, this is how I deal with racism. You know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but like, you know, obviously Hasan, just shut the fuck up for like a second.
And I got the dialogue. I had the conversation. Me and him, we shook hands. We parted our ways. I don't care if he doesn't respect me. I don't care and stuff like that. We had the dialogue. That's your problem. Is literally you heard that he was a KKK member. Boom. Oh, I cannot hear anything. Nope. It's like, bro, I promise you, everything that just went through this conversation went in through one ear and out the other. All that stuff was he's part of the KKK. Bad. Get on his ass. Case closed and stuff like that. I wanted the conversation. That's all I wanted.
Insidious, but so unironically turns into a great example of how racism is insidious, but so apparent and very much a part of people's lives. Because like, if your takeaway from this is like, oh well, look, actually they're not that racist at all, right? Like, look at that. If your takeaway is like looking at a guy who straight up says he's a part of the Klan and is a white separatist, not a segregationist, and your takeaway is like he can, or not your takeaway, but like your takeaway should be that even a guy who's like straight up saying like, that they're a white separatist can be polite to a black person to their face. Okay, that does not change the reality that they're like violently and virulently racist.
Well, I sort of like that.
So this is what I'm taking away from it. Just because he didn't, you're basically saying to me, well, like, this is how I personally feel. This is how I feel. Like, bro, like this isn't like factor. This is all opinion. This is how I feel. What you're saying to me is I don't understand basically what's going on in this situation. That I just had this was a 45-minute conversation that we cut down. That in this 45-minute conversation, I have no idea what was happening and stuff like that, and I need to relook everything. That's basically what I'm hearing. I'm feeling very patronized. And stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, what the girls say, it's giving, like, bro, it's giving white savior vibes. Like, I'm sorry, like, it is giving white savior vibes and stuff like that, bro. Bro, I don't need anybody to save me. I don't need any race to save me and stuff like that. The only person I need to save me is the Most High. That's it. That's the only person I need to have my back and stuff like that. I don't need a white savior. I don't need a black savior. I just need me, myself, and I, and the Most High. Other than that, I'm good and stuff like that. And for you to interject your opinion, thinking that I don't understand what's going on, and that just because he wasn't being racist in my face, that he's gonna be violently. If he was gonna be racist, he said violently racist. How's he gonna be violently racist behind my back? What the fuck is he gonna do behind my back? If anything, he should have got the whole gang and like kicked me off his property. I was on his yard. If he wanted to go crazy, he had every right. Could have said it was self-defense and stuff like that. But no, he came outside. We had a civil discussion.
Yeah, true. We mentioned that before.
Like, that's why, like, bro, I'm not saying you're racist or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is like, everything that you're saying in this video and what your chat's saying, I feel is way more racially motivated than anything he said and anything that anybody that talented to me and stuff like that. Because I feel like I'm being patronized, and when you're being patronized, that means you're not on that same level because the people think that they're superior. Like, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling.
I'm gonna rock with it. He's fucking with it.
Most racist town in America, and I was wondering if there's any way like we can have a future conversation, or maybe other members of your guys' church, or maybe I can even attend a church service.
No, it is a racial church.
Oh,
it is offshoot of Israeli identity.
Usually, some
What the fuck? Oh no! What is he saying, dude? Wait, the Klan is not pro-Israel though. They're also virulently anti-Semitic. They're not like the regular evangelical racists who themselves are also big fans of Israel, right? There's no way he's like
some people that find themselves racial. They don't like Jews and stuff like that. So it's kind of shocking to hear.
Well, we're not Jewish. Jews are not the chosen people.
Oh,
they're the white races.
Do you have anything to say to the boys and girls out there?
Oh, thanks for listening.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, also, is it bigger than black and white?
Yeah.
Nice.
It is bigger than black and white. All right, thank you for your time.
All right.
Dude, I never upgraded these fucking assholes.
Damn, you grew up on the property? Damn. Brandon saying that's how much Brandon hates racism. He pukes at it. Makes him sick to his stomach.
Oh my
God. So basically, the local administration, they heard that I was in town and they wanted me to come to the high school. And so, yeah, I'm going to say what's up to them.
So, I just want to do an experiment. You know, he had a lot of opinions about that conversation with the racist guy and everything like that. I want to see what his opinion about 99.9% white school sharing me. That's all I want. I just want to, like, I'm not making conclusions or anything. I just want to see his opinion.
Hello.
He's not gonna say shit. Like he's not gonna acknowledge anything that like strengthens your argument. That's it. He's not gonna say shit.
For the quote-unquote most racist town, this is the town I've gotten the most love from, and that's what I truly appreciate it.
Bro, what is going on, bro? What the fuck? What do you mean? Like, yeah, those Zoomers don't have to be fucking racist. You just talked to a white separatist, dude. What the fuck? What is happening right now?
So, Bo, by your logic, if there's one racist person in the town, that makes the whole town fucking racist. Like, if you're gonna have that logic, and you wanna know, you wanna be really specific, where they don't live in the town. The only reason the leader of the KKK is considered to live in Harrison, Arkansas, is because he has a fucking PO box. That is the only claim to fame that he has in Harrison, Arkansas, is because he has a PO box there. That nigga got kicked out, bro. He had a building and everything. Once his lease ran out, they kicked him out of the town. They kicked him and his followers out. They live in a whole different town. But the town of Harrison has to live with that moniker because he has a PO box there. But you know, you're still gonna give it that moniker. But like, you know, that's crazy. You see, all racism equals solved. Like, bro, you guys like, bro, you're being so sarcastic, bro. Like, it's like whenever it's something like, you know, I'm being something positive or something, you guys are gonna be sarcastic about it. But then whenever we start talking about the negative, like, I don't understand what's really going on. It's like it's a lose-lose situation. You guys watch this whole video. It's a lose-lose situation the whole way through. It's a lose-lose situation the whole way through.
I don't understand. Like, I literally do not understand how you can. What's your takeaway from this? You know what I mean? This is like the Washington Post would run stories on fucking Nazi humanizing between 2016 and 2018. What the fuck?
Mayor of Harrison. Bro, like, by this logic, I had to find, like, I guess you guys have been jizzing your pants and they when they call me the N-word. You know how condescending that is? That, like, if I'm showing the positive light of something, it's stupid. This video is weird. Like, what's he doing? Racism equals no longer. You guys being sarcastic and stuff like that. But if I show if I baited the racism like the other video did and stuff like that, just goes to show, like, we would have paragraphs full of just open, like, a dialogue with no resolution, there would have been no solutions, there would have been no problem solving, nothing but just straight dialogue with no end. With no end at all. Like, it's crazy as hell.
Bro, please figure out sound editing, dude. Holy shit, you have like 5 million subscribers. Video has 4 million fucking views, and they still can't figure out fucking. Oh my god.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make the sound even worse in the next video, bro. Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. I'm gonna make the sound even worse, bro. Yeah, I got 4 million views in a day with that shitty ass audio. With shitty ass audio, I got 4 million views, bro. Still fucking hating, bro. Eat my fucking dick.
There's no the sound. The audio music is out of control in this. Straight up. I'm showing the racism is dying in the
straight up, bro. Hey, straight up, the audio is ass and got how many views does it have now? Audio is ass and the video has 5.4 million views now. So you can, you know what? The audio is ass and you can eat my ass.
Not true.
Anyway, they would get it, like, so I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm really nervous and everything, but I think I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna do my thing off my thing. Yeah, I'm like really nervous. Like, I'm really about to be the mayor, but you know what? We'll got this. Are you the mayor?
I am.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am Harry Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Marcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins.
I go by JiDion.
What do you expect?
Like you see the videos and stuff like that, you know, you expect racism and everything, but ever since I stepped foot on this land, like, I've been getting nothing but love.
I know. You know, that video is one of the biggest lies that ever happened. They took advantage of a town that had that perception because of another lie.
No, and the goal was to come here and not try to antagonize, talking about these poor black.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on. I mean, dude. Notice the difference between the mayor and like the first lady that they talked to at the fucking restaurant, who was like, yeah, of course there are, you know, racist people here. Like, obviously not everyone is racist, but like, of course, like, there are areas that you shouldn't go to. Like, they have a Klan church, man. What the fuck?
They don't have a Klan church, bro. When I tell you, you have to drive 30 minutes to get to that Klan church. It's nowhere in the town's premises. It's nowhere in the town's premises. And you know what? I wish there wasn't that many black people there, but I did talk to a couple black people that were there, but we just didn't have the cameras rolling. But whenever I would talk to minorities there, they said they actually really enjoyed the town. I talked to this lady. Her son had leukemia, and she raises her son there. She was a black woman, and she was asking me when I first got to the hotel. She said, "Are you coming here to trash this town?" And I was like, "What do you mean by that?" And she looked me in my eyes and said, "It's not what that video made it out to be. A black woman that actually lives in that town." So I guess, you know, what the fuck you say, LA and stuff like that. The most inclusive place on earth and stuff. You know, I guess you staying in LA have a way better perception of a town than a lady that actually has lived there for 10, 15 plus years and told me it's not what that video made it seem to be. But hey, you know what? You saw a 2-minute clip, people saying the N-word and stuff like that. There's a Klan church that's 30 minutes away, completely off of the town premises and stuff like that. Hey, you got it, bro. You got it, Hasan, man. You cracked the case, bro.
How are you gonna sit here?
You cracked the case with that great audio. You cracked the case with that great audio.
I feel like that's a lie. It's a lie that this town is racist. Bro, what do you mean, bro?
Right, this is the farthest I've ever gotten here. Okay. I'm gonna lose though. I'm gonna lose in the last round.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean the perception of the town is racist? Like, the leader of the KKK is literally living there. It's over.
He doesn't live there.
At that point, it's fucking over. You know what I mean?
You weren't paying attention to the video. You weren't paying attention to the video. No, just be honest. You've been in your own ass all the time. You weren't listening to the video.
Just say, hello, how's your day going? You might have different viewpoints on religion or politics and everything like that, but at the end of the day, you and me bleed the same.
Absolutely.
We're both human beings, and
look, like, bro, you
600K, bro.
Oh,
600K.
I can honestly say everybody in this town has treated me like a human being.
You know, you might be doing something for us that we have been trying to find for 4 years. This is not going to be a prank.
Bro, mayor of the town literally looks like a face app more of all the Supreme Court justices in 1980. He also kind of looks like Mike Huckabee, but without Mike Huckabee.
You're making fun of a mayor that's really trying to make a change in his town and stuff like that just by the way he looks. That's not very nice. That's not nice at all. That's not funny. Yo, chat, do you guys think that's funny? How's that funny at all? Yeah, yo, chat, do you guys think that's funny? Like, do y'all think that's funny? Yes or no? Bro, I think that's pretty mean. That was rude. That was rude.
True.
Yeah, I don't find that funny at all either.
When he first lost the weight, kind of.
No, Frank, no. I just got dressed up. Okay, the first thing I want to ask is, what do you think about that connotation of Harrison being the most racist town in America?
You know, it just boils my blood because I know the truth.
You know what's crazy? Since I got here, I feel like it was very evident. Like, everybody here that I've met, they made a distinction. They said it's not Harrison. They're all over at Zinc.
It's not Zinc either.
Okay.
They're not racist.
Oh yeah, defend Zinc too, motherfucker. He's not even the mayor of Zinc, and he's still okay. All right, dude.
Okay, so you're saying that, but if you see, this is how you know he doesn't pay attention. If you remember earlier, I asked a white lady if I should go over there, but she said she has family over there, and they're not like that at all. Did you not? Like, I guess you forgot about that. I guess it doesn't fit the narrative and stuff like that. If you don't stay in the narrative, they don't fuck with you, y'all. If you don't stay in the narrative, they don't fuck with you. I had to, like, bro, this is what I needed to do. I needed to go to Harrison, Arkansas, and get lynched and whipped, and then I could post my video. But then, when I would post my video, you know what would happen? Oh, you went there antagonizing them. Oh, like, what did you expect? With the most racist town? Bro, it's a lose-lose situation. I show the positive side of the town. No, it's racist as fuck, bro. I went there and showed the racism and stuff like that. Oh, you went there to antagonize them. What did you expect? With the most racist town? It's a lose-lose, bro. That's the problem. It's a never-ending conversation because they will never have the conversation. It's a never-ending conversation because they'll never have the conversation. But I'm gonna use my platform for positivity and to spread that message of, bro, we're all in this together. It's bigger than black and white.
All right. I mean, this guy. Woo! Again, they're good people. They just hate black people, you know, like I do. They're good people. No one is racist.
Bro, so you literally just made a claim that this man is racist. You literally just made a claim that this man is racist. I want to play this one more time just to make sure.
This guy. Woo! Again, they're good people. They just hate black people, you know, like I do. They're good people. No one is racist.
One family up there. He happens to live there.
Oh, you're saying
do you
just
feel
that?
like these videos have hindered that? Like, have you seen people move?
I guess all the other videos were just that one family, and they're just misinformed, you know. Oh Jesus.
No doubt. That video has just done us a lot of harm. Our office was.
Bro, he's more bent about the fucking video that shows that they're a racist. He's more bent about the video showing like some of the people in his town being like openly racist than the clan living next door. The leader of the clan living next door is not as big as a problem for him as is the lies.
How is that not a big problem when they literally kicked them out of the town? What the fuck? Do you want them to fucking kill them? Do you want them to make an army and go over there and just like lynch them like they used to lynch black people? Is that what you want? Bro, they kicked them out the town, bro. Your neighbor is probably racist. Like, bro, what do you want? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, if you cared about the lies of racism and you wanted to fucking combat it, you would try to do something about that. You know what I mean? You'd be like, you're not welcome here. You fucking hit him with like zoning ordinance violations.
Let the video play. Let the video play.
It's just fucking insane. That's what he cares about. Is the perception of people think they're racist.
You know, I've been there where like you watch something and then like you speak before, like, you know, you speak out of ignorance, but like Hasan doesn't even walk it back after. He's not even like, you know what, I fucked up. Like they seem to actually, you know, blah blah blah. He doesn't even say that, dude. He just fucking like he just ignores it when the guy's like, yeah, we got rid of this, that, and the other, you know? Because I think that's what happened. They got rid of all. The only reason they can't get rid of the signs is because it's like a public property or private property. Damn, bro, we were so close. We were so close to beating this thing, dude. This is the closest I've ever fucking been. Shit, I'm gonna come.
Bombarded, and it just devastated Christina. Now she came in here crying one day because of the hate calls. And you know the problem is, you know, the Rob families, they're going to move on sometime, but this video is going to be out there forever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I did come here and stuff like that,
hearing
that it's the most racist town in America, I was just, you know, going on expecting it, like, you know, the racism and stuff like that, making a video, you know, like, oh man, this is what happened to me. But as I got here, I realized, I said, I cannot put that connotation on this town because I'm not experiencing that. You know, I got some looks and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna anybody say anything. I've gotten a lot of love. People, I had actually a fan invite me over to his house for family dinner. We weren't able to make it, but
Mayor Jerry Jackson posted on the city's Facebook page saying police brutality doesn't exist here, and Harrison was peaceful before two people arrived with their Black Lives Matter agenda. Oh, that's fucking awesome,
bro. I mean, I don't know if that's real or not and stuff like that, but you see how quick he was to like laugh it off and stuff like that, and like thinking that he got something, and now like I'm pretty sure you get that connotation that this man's racist now and stuff like that. But just because you don't agree with Black Lives Matter, like these people, they think if you don't agree with Black Lives Matter, you're automatically racist and stuff like that. Like I said earlier, Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter are not what they're meant to be. Black Lives Matter should be Black Lives Matter. Like Black Lives Matter. All Lives Matter should be All Lives Matter. That's what it should mean. That's what those two statements should mean. But now, All Lives Matter is conservative. Black Lives Matter is Democratic, liberal. That's all it is now. They're literally political parties. That is all it is. They've been hijacked. Both of them have been hijacked. All Lives Matter has been hijacked. Black Lives Matter has been hijacked. Blue Lives Matter has been hijacked. Everything's getting hijacked, y'all. Every fucking thing is getting hijacked. Everything.
Awesome. All the comments are eating it up. Yeah, bro, if you're fucking racist little white zoomer and you're watching JiDion, of course you're gonna fucking love it when your favorite black comedian is, you know, feeding into your worldview that like.
So I'm feeding into the worldview. Even though I'm not showing any racism, but I'm feeding into the worldview. Like, I'm legit, like, you guys see why I feel patronized? Like, here, for people that don't know what patronized means.
Bro, again, it's just Hasan continuously telling JiDion that he's just dancing for fucking white people.
Theory, what is the definition of patronized?
Patronize means treat in a way that is apparently kind or helpful, but that betrays a feeling of superiority.
So, like, bro, and you know what's crazy? It's not even coming in a kind way either. You're saying it rudely too, so you're being rude and you're being patronizing. That's tough, bro. That's a double. Bro, you be getting me, bro. You on my ass.
It up. Yeah, bro, if you're fucking racist little white zoomer and you're watching JiDion, of course you're gonna fucking love it when your favorite black comedian is
your favorite black guy.
Your worldview that like, you know, being racist in Xbox lobby is just memes, and also like even the fucking clan is like just a little misguided, but overall they're not like racist. That's like,
when did I say that? Why are you putting words in my mouth, bro? Why are you putting words in my mouth?
This is the best thing, you know. They better write this down in history books.
He's so exasperated. He's like, oh, this fucking black guy. This is fucking crazy, dude. There's just not a lot to say because I've already watched this whole thing. But fuck.
People finally put an end to hatred. Keep on living, brother.
Now you're fucking belittling the comment section.
oh man, I wish we could, but we gotta fly out. But
what's your last name? Maybe we can this be Adams, Arkansas.
I don't know about that. That'd be cool, but
I mean, really, we need help. We need something, and you've got a reach that we don't have. God, you could do this for us.
I'd ask with the the white pride radio sign. How come, especially when you being the mayor, like maybe like why wouldn't you be able to take that down?
I am so glad you asked.
You see, I promise you guys, he is not gonna. You know what? This is my hunch.
He's not gonna say shit. No, he doesn't say shit about it.
Acknowledge what he says. Watch. That's my bet. That's my bet.
First one went out, it was worse. I bet
$1,000. I bet $1,000. He won't acknowledge what he says.
Especially when you being the mayor, like, why wouldn't you be able to take that down?
I am so glad you asked. They put 4 of them up. When the first one went out, it was worse.
That's a silly. Okay, so somebody said about JiDion, that's a silly take. It's a silly take that I just lost this. That's a silly take. All Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter only came about because conservatives hate BLM, but I do understand where JiDion's coming from. Well, he's coming from the place. Well, okay. So he's coming from the place where he's saying that, like, okay. So I would argue that most of the time when somebody says all lives matter in response to, like, Black Lives Matter, it's because they don't understand, like, systemic racism, and they're just saying that it's, like, black people are not the only people that matter, because that's how they're perceiving it, because, like, they're ignorant on the topic, right? And that's obviously not ideal, but that's just what they're saying. Like, it's not something that's meant to be antagonistic necessarily. Not, you know, some people are racist by it, but some people are like, hey, we all matter. Like, what the fuck? So that's what he's just trying to say. And then, like, that was taken by conservatives. He's saying that's weaponized by conservatives. People are like, hey, all lives matter. Because I've seen people say, like, all lives matter in a way that's like, yeah, black people are cool, you know? That's all he's saying, you know? It's not like a super hot take.
Personal campaign to get that taken down. And I was able to do that. This last one
I'm going to get my ass
is on
kicked here.
his property. Legally, we can't do anything. It's First Amendment.
Well, Mr. Merriman, I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome, sir. You know, you're a pretty cool guy.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? Isn't that crazy? He was saying, why are you doing ordinances to get them out? Like, he was asking, like, you're the mayor, you have power to do stuff like that. And the mayor showed his power. And then when he said that, didn't pause the video at all. Just ignored it. Just ignored it. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I would have gladly gave up that $1,000 if you would have paused it. I would have gladly gave it up.
I tried my best, but that's cool.
I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that for reasons unbeknownst to you.
I didn't see anybody want a picture with me.
I'm saying, you have a mayor right here, you don't want a picture.
I don't even smoke weed.
Okay, that was you know, that was an interesting video.
Yeah, interesting.
You can do that for anything. Like, you can rehabilitate a town's image if you want to, and you can make the town look worse than it is. Ultimately, that's the reason why I look to not like what the mayor is saying, or not what like these videos are showcasing, but instead I look to systemic problems in the town. I look to demographic data, and I look to voting patterns. But more.
What do you think Hasan looks at those? Like, what does he do with that information? He's just white saviors it. He's like, I look at the, you know, I've looked at the. By the way, Hasan, what does the information say about that town? Like, you don't look at any fucking data. You're just saying that as like a brush off. Like, shut the fuck up. Holy fuck. Like, Jesus Christ.
Only what people like that in positions of power have to say. And once you show me that fucking, when you show me a Facebook post where he's like, you know, there's no such thing as police brutality around these parts. It's the BLM that's a big problem. Or when I hear a mayor literally fucking get more upset about people claiming that the town's race is a bigger issue than the actual races that are in the town, well then, you know, that lights up something in my head.
Lights up something in your head, but you're not gonna leave that chair. You're not gonna leave that chair. You're not gonna go out anywhere to do anything about it, bro. You're all talk. You're all go full screen.
Bro, he's frying him. Holy fuck.
I promise you guys, I'm not anything, bro. I don't believe in conservatism. I don't believe in liberalism, because I don't think any of them are gonna help black people, and especially in the situation we're in. But like, when some conservatives,
that's fair, bro. It's like it tends to be like conservatives don't seem to give too much of a shit about black issues, and then like progressives seem to use those issues as a bargaining chip. Like, they also don't give a shit. They're just like, we can get votes from black people if we tell them what they want to hear. That's kind of what it boils down to.
Don't speak about it. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Speak about it. But with the liberal side, that's the thing about y'all all talk. Now, there's some of y'all that actually get down and dirty and stuff like that. Hasan, you were not one of them, bro. You was not getting in the trenches, bro. You were not getting your hands dirty. You were all talk. I didn't hear anything about you saying that you were gonna go out and do something, bro. You say you're gonna look at
Bro, it's crazy because people have been saying this the whole time. Most of the time when people say this about Hasan, they say it from the context of like, you are not having conversations with anybody to try to like actually change people's minds. That's when they talk about like activism and like getting dirty, and the way that like what JiDion's talking about. But like, JiDion's just talking about it from the sense of like, bro, you don't do shit. You know, it's like now, like, he doesn't actually get up and go out. Like, Hasan doesn't do anything, and everybody's starting to realize it, and he's just getting fucking like this. His fucking career is getting ended right now. It's funny. I'm here for it, but that's all that's happening. His fucking career is just getting ended by him, dude.
the data. You're gonna look at videos and stuff like that. And you know what's crazy? You're gonna profit off of all of it. You know what? Like, you just got a bag off of watching reacting to my video. Like, you probably make like two bands off of reacting to my video and stuff like that. And like, you can probably make like 10 bands looking at the data that you're talking about and stuff like that. But you know what? You know what? You can donate all the money you want to and stuff like that. But you was never gonna get down in the trenches and do what I do. You just don't have the balls, bro. You just don't have the balls. But hey, that's my reaction to it, bro. That's my reaction. I'm gonna finish this video off.
Wow, looking for racism when someone actively trying to bridge a gap? What gap, dude? What gap? You can't bridge a gap with the Klan, you fucking dingus. God damn, that's the most Caucasian fucking take I've ever heard in my entire goddamn life. What the fuck do you mean bridge a gap? He's bridging a gap with a guy who's like, I'm a white separatist. I think white people are pure. And white
It's interesting because, like JiDion said before, he's like, it's not going to change that guy's mind, but it might change the mind of people that like identify with that guy. That's what conversations are about. It's not necessarily about changing the minds of the person that you're talking to. It's about changing the mind of the audience that would align with that person. And JiDion's like fucking understands that because he's a smart guy. But Hasan doesn't understand that while telling JiDion that he's not a smart guy. Because that's what you do. Like, that's Hasan, literally. This is Hasan's job, is supposed to be having these conversations. And he's just not doing it. But he has no problem. And he's not even that he's not doing it. He actively avoids it. But he has no problem fucking tone policing a black guy on the way that he has his conversations. It's fucking nuts, bro. It's fucking nuts.
Genocide is happening, and you motherfucker, you're like, I mean, really testing the boundaries of this. Like, don't read negative comments and shit. I swear to God. Daryl Davis doesn't capitulate to.
That's just crazy, bro. One of my most positive videos ever, and you're finding negativity out the ass. That just shows you can find negativity out of everything. But guys, if you thought that was bad, let's read these comments, bro. Let's read these comments. I'm from Arkansas and have a family that lived there. I've always gotten horrible vibes from that town. When I learned that it was the KKK capital and a white separatist town, it made sense to me. I've tried at all costs to avoid it at all. I've tried at all costs to avoid it at all costs, including just driving past it through, blah, 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 blah. Horrible tiny town. They are very racist. How do you know they're racist when you say you try to avoid it at all costs? How do you get that conversation from it? How do you get that conversation from it? It's the KKK capital and stuff
I guess
like that.
that's
They
true.
kick KKK out, and the KKK is literally 30 minutes away from the actual town and stuff like that. But you avoid it at all costs. It's amazing how so many people think racists are just running around being racist out in the open rather than private among each other and stuff like that.
Among us.
That's crazy, but I don't hear you guys talking about racists being private.
Bro, am I gonna lose again?
Outwardly racist. I don't see
Shit,
people
bro.
commenting about the video clips that are going viral and stuff like that. We can't control what people say
All
and
right.
do.
I'm just like, I don't know how I'm taking
it
an L on this, but okay. I'm gonna stop taking L's now.
The fact that he is like the
I'm
only black
over
person in
it.
the whole town should be pretty telling of the racist structures we live in. But okay, man, didn't get immediately hate crime, so the town isn't that bad. Okay. The fact that he's the only black person in the whole town, I'm not the only black person in the whole town. I actually talked to black people in the whole town and stuff like that. And I actually talked to 5 black people in the whole town, and they literally said that the connotation that it has isn't that bad. And what's even worse is them posting the video and stuff like that is making people, like Roy said, oh, I always got bad vibes from it, but after I saw that video, I want to drive right through it and stuff like that. That video is making people drive right through it instead of actually stopping because they're scared, bro. They're scared. My video was just a show, bro. You don't gotta be scared. It's any other town, bro. Any town in the world has racism, bro. Fucking Houston. So you're gonna tell me a town with 6,000 is gonna be less racist than a town with 4 million people? There's 4 million people that live in my city, bro. There's 4 million people. So I'm outnumbered way more by racists here than I was in that racist town and stuff like that.
Yeah,
LA, there's what, like 10 million people that live in LA? I guess you live in racist central, bro. The most inclusive town, fucking LA, had the right.
Well, I would argue that it's not, proportionately they're less racist. But the thing is are they? Because if Hasan is like the standard for racism in this town, they're pretty racist. It's just a different type of racism.
Hood, the Rodney King beatings and stuff like that, all the police brutality that would go down, the dope that was being filled into the streets by the police over in LA and stuff like that. But I guess since gay rights and black people are welcome and it's all inclusive and stuff like that, I guess since like LA is like that, it's a cool place now. It's a cool place to be and stuff like that. But we're just gonna ignore the past, the literal not that far away past of LA and stuff like that. This racist town, the KKK, it's right. It's like it might be 30 minutes away, but it's right next door. So that's town racist. But you know what? I'm done. I read those because I was really curious to see what his take was. Also, this test sucks. People tend to act better on camera, and not everyone is wildly out with the racism. Well, with that logic and stuff like that, the guy that made that video with the Black Lives Matter sign, he wouldn't have done in the video. People aren't outwardly racist. That boy had his camera and everything ready to film and stuff like that. And I promise you, all those people saw that camera that he had and everything.
Well, it's also, it's funny too. Is like obviously when you do these, you have the ability to kind of like control the narrative to an extent. And when that person was doing the BLM thing, for all we know, like there was 10 people, and he did that for like 3 days. We don't know how long he did it for. Then again, maybe JiDion was hiding some of the racism that he experienced. But he even said in this, he's like, "Yeah, I experienced some racism," and he didn't really keep it on camera. So you want to know what? Maybe there is maybe JiDion wanted to show the good side of that town, and so he removed some of like the more like the looks. He said he got looks, right? But like Jesus Christ, bro, like at least he's honest about it.
And they still said what they said. So by that logic, why wasn't anybody racist to me? What do they care? You saw the video. And out of all those 24 people that said something racist in the video, only the mayor made a constructive effort to fight out all those people. Only 3 of the people lived in that town. And they're all, you know what? I can follow up and figure out what happened with them and stuff like that. But yeah. Hey, but that's Hasan's video. You know what? I would love to have a dialogue with him. I'm not afraid of anybody to have a dialogue, but I felt very patronized. A, watching his video and what he was saying in his comments, and B,
I wonder if Hasan ever would actually have the dialogue.
JiDion has balls or something. I appreciate that. I appreciate this. Brother, listen to the video, so you guys are already on it. Hey, man. Amen. You guys are gonna always see serious JiDion like that and stuff like that, but he's there. Don't get me wrong, serious JiDion is there.
I don't even smoke weed. Still have a
All right, dude, that was good. I like that video. We did a whole fucking 2-hour thing on that. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.